Set the stream. There we go.
And so, we return to the world of Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's right, Henry's in this one. Who will Henry knock out this time? What strange time loops will he be caught in continuously? Will it be entertaining, or will I go off on a tangent that has nothing to do with the game? Of course, all of those things, and more, in... oh, shit. No, fuck, I pressed the wrong fucking button there. No, shit, fuck, there we go. Hi everybody. Gosh, I look a little sweaty, don't I? I've been out and about all day, because I went to my friend's house, I went to buy pasta, I went to talk to the nicest medical professional I think I've ever spoken to in my life, who was just so cheerful and nice. Who was very complimentary about my makeup, even though when I got home and looked at my makeup, it was like fucking all over my face because I'd been doing all sorts of things all day. I am in a fantastic mood. You know why I'm in a fantastic mood? Because I went to sleep last night at like half 10 or something, chatting to my partner until I was too sleepy to talk anymore, and then I went to sleep. And I woke up at 6 a.m., which, you know, it's a little early, but for a 9 p.m. sleep, I think that's great. So I had enough sleep. I'm refreshed. I can see all of the colors of the rainbow with this not exactly stolen. Sorry, I just need to adjust the light there. Not exactly stolen prescription, more like inherited prescription that was very close to my own, so I figured it probably wouldn't permanently damage my eyes. Against the advisement of everybody, I have been wearing them, and it seems fine. I've not had any headaches. My eyes seem fine. I'll buy some actual contact lenses, because fuck these glasses, honestly. I'll buy some glasses too. Financially, everything's a mess, but that's fine. Twitch is like, oh, you know how you made all that money? Well, we're not going to pay you that just yet because the weird technicality. Yay! It's Jeremy! I wonder if Jeremy will stay for even 1 second. I don't think so. I think Jeremy will be off immediately. I was here. Oh no, you did. There you go. Off you go to the shops with Emma. Please buy Emma everything that she wants and more. Hello everybody, I just started the stream. Welcome in everybody. I'm having such a fantastic day. I'm in an absolutely enormous elated mood. I haven't even said hi to everybody. I'll say hi to everybody. Hello Scooters. Hello Abelard. Hello Haribo. It's lovely to see you, Haribo. Hello Dreamir. Fucking Dreamir. No, we all love Dreamir. Hello, not Sambal. It's very good to see you as well. At Spike, hello, it's good to see you. Loki Dolls, hi, hello. My makeup was in such a mess earlier, but I was talking to the nicest medical professional I ever had, who was like, "Oh, your makeup's so good. Did you learn to do it yourself?" And I came home and I looked in the mirror and it was just like a fucking mess. And I was like, "What are you talking about? Why are you so nice?" You really miss not having a morning stream? Well, see, I had a normal night's sleep, so no. I genuinely did consider streaming for about an hour and a half, but I just didn't. I went to spend time with my best friend, and I learned. I look radiant. That's so kind of you. I learned loads of things about the love triangle. Also, the person who was annoyed in the love triangle has messaged me and says, you know, they're sorry, they overreacted. So we're gonna get to have a chat, and maybe the love triangle will actually be a real love triangle, and we'll all be in love, and that will be fantastic. Everything's just going so well right now, except financially. But next month will be really good. I got new shoes that aren't cutting my feet open as well, so that's good. Let me try and I saw there was a question. What's it like to wear contact lenses? At first, it's really weird, and then you get used to it quite quickly because you do have to learn to poke yourself in the eye. Co-founder is a racist tag. Bruce Hollywood, thank you so much. Yeah, no, I'm fucking buzzing. Ah! Ah! Sorry. No, I am really in a good mood. Thank you so much for subbing. Let that help me be in a better financial place. Next month's going to be enormous. Ali 709, sorry, Ali 7 of 9. I love 7 of 9. And Voyager in general. It's weird that Rick Berman had so much involvement in it, and it still turned out to be a good show. Although Deep Space Nine's the real good one, isn't it? But yeah, 7-9, great character. Me too. Yay! Yeah, what's with the tag? Co-founder is a racist. It's the co-founder of the company that made Kingdom Come Deliverance, against the advisement of people that work for him, made basically every character white, and they were like, no, historically that wouldn't have been true. Yeah, DS9 is amazing. Janeway's so interesting. It's such a shame that the actor herself is like anti-abortion, and I think maybe it's some other weird things as well, but we can all just pretend that she's Janeway. Except for when they killed Tuvix. Do we still have the Tuvix picture? It might be on this scene. Hang on. Did I remove... Where's Tuvix? There was a little picture. I might have removed it. But we had a little picture of Tuvix for a while. Was it in this scene? Oh, actually, let's not go on that scene because I don't know what's on there yet. It's just my stream. That's fine. Yeah, I love Tuvix. I was reading him saying... The actor, who I think is really good... saying, hey, you know, Tuvix could come back. I'd be up for that. You know, I wanna leave that option open. They never brought him back. Nothing ever changed in Voyager. Except for the things that did change. That I assume they had to strangle Rick Berman until they were able to do that. I would love them to... I imagine in a few years, right, when it's been like 30 years from Voyager and Deep Space Nine and whatever, that someone will make a sort of a show that's in a similar theme to that. I think as much as Picard seemed to be a mess, and I've not really watched it because I hated it so much that I couldn't even get through the first season. And I know every first season is bad in Star Trek, and it's always a thing. Because it ended up being a Next Generation, like, hey, look how the characters are doing. I feel like that's kind of bringing this renewed interest for the old stuff. Unfortunately, though, I think Paramount is going to sell off Star Trek, is what I've heard, because they fucked up with money or something like that, so who knows where it's gonna go. I personally hate the J.J. Abrams spin that it's in, although I will say the acting and casting in Discovery is really good. Discovery is quite watchable, but it's just not really Star Trek. It's a science fiction, but it's like... It kind of is Star Trek, but I want I want my nostalgia Star Trek. I want them all in those weird sets, like the fucking thing in Deep Space Nine. They had this corridor that had like this little lip in it, and they obviously got rid of it because even the actors were tripping over it. But it's so funny because you'd have these characters walking and they take a big step over it and then keep going, and I'm like, you wouldn't put that in a space station. You would have it slot away. SNW Snurd New Worlds. That's not what it is. Strange New Worlds. No, actually, I started to watch Strange New Worlds, and it kind of just felt like a bunch of popular kids had gotten into Star Trek now, and I was like, eh. But you say it's got good... Maybe I just need to give it more time. Sneep, Neep, Weep. Strange New World. I kept trying to think of Brave New World, which is a book that keeps getting recommended to me by my sister. Or my sister has read it or something. Or she keeps making reference to it, because she read that in 1984. And so she's constantly telling me stuff about it. Isn't there like a weird thing about sex or something in Brave New? I don't know. Spike will know. Hi, Master Nan. Good evening. It's not evening here. It's still the afternoon, I would say. The sun is kind of out and it keeps raining, but the cloud formations look lovely. They did Yes If I Ever, trying to set Spock up with one of the doctors. There was a thing, someone literally used the show as an example of how much everyone is like too attractive, and this is like an issue of casting, and like I very strongly agree. I think people should be intentionally casting people that they think are ugly. I think casting is the most outdated part of the performance industry in general, although apparently the most outdated point of the performance industry in general is the executives, because everyone's going on strike and it's really exciting. The all of the writers, 16,000 writers or something, and then like 160,000 actors, and then also the U.S. Post Service, I think, is also going on strike, and I'm like, yes, bring America to its knees, and also like get fair wages and stuff like that. It's really exciting. I'm excited. Trying to set Spock up with the doctors, it's not hitting. Yeah, because he should be getting with Kirk. What's the romance thing they call Spirk? I thought Spirk was, for a while, there was this joke. There was this meme of this extra character who looked like Spock, but his ears were like down instead of up. And he had to work at the bottom of the ship. And that was a meme for a while. So I thought that was Spirk. I didn't realize the Spock Kirk was Spirk. I was like, oh no, Spirk. Poor Spirk. I don't know if anyone's seen that meme. I do have a DS9 based Tumblr blog, which is mostly about Kira Nerys and then other things as well, but mostly Kira Nerys. I don't know why. There's loads of great characters in there. There's someone on Tumblr who redrew the DS9 characters to be more like animal aliens instead. So Quark is like this sort of like snuffling creature, and Kira Nerys is like this kind of like sand shrew, and then what's her face? Dax is like this almost like fucking tapeworm thing, and I'm like, oh my god, I wish they'd done that. It would have been so expensive, but like it really was good. Kira wanted to fuck herself. Yeah, that's canonically proven. At least her evil version, anyway. It is funny how often Star Trek sort of gets around those things by being like, oh, they have sex, but it's in the evil world, so see, we're saying that gay sex is evil. They wanted to have a gay character for the Next Generation, but surprise, surprise, Rick Berman wouldn't let them. So that's why they have that episode where everyone's like monogender, and basically Riker cracks one of their eggs and they want to change their gender into female. So they were like, that's our trans story, but you can't tell because we're clever and it's a science fiction. I do want to see something where someone's just like goes straight to the screen and just goes, I'm trans. You know, like I watched Nimona, which is about being non-binary, and at no point did anyone actually say that, and I was like, come on. This is by Nate, the person behind the revamped She-Ra and Steven Universe and stuff, right? I think they're on both of those projects. And this was the comic that they wrote on Tumblr that was all about processing non-binary feelings and stuff like that. And you're gonna tell me that nobody in the entire thing in this animation made in 2022 or 2023 or whatever? Yeah. Hey, happy birthday! Not for me, Big Wonder Bridge. Thank you so much for the sub. Happy birthday to you. Birthday? You were born 12 months ago. I don't know why it doesn't say your name on the top. We're gonna phase out Stream Elements because Twitch has its own thing. Even though I inherently don't trust any of, you know how like there's different shout outs. So like I could shout out Big Wooden Bridge if that's fine, like that. But then there's also one that's like, shout out Big Wooden Bridge that like Twitch made. I don't trust that one because it ties into all the statistical stuff, and I don't trust Twitch for that stuff, even though I'm constantly putting statistical data into Twitch, right? We want to put some stuff on my eyebrows. They're looking a bit like they need to be defined. That's a new thing I'm doing, eyebrows. Is this because I have a crush on someone who has immaculate eyebrow makeup? Maybe. Maybe they do go right into like they do like this edge thing, which I don't know that I can do. But I did get sent this free pencil. What does it actually say? It says it's a lip liner. Well, it's an eyebrow lip liner, you know. 12 of no VIPs can shout out. So I made the controversial decision. It's not very controversial, to be honest. Like, literally everyone was like, do it, do it, do it. There's no mods anymore. It's just me. I'm the only moderator. I have so many tools at my disposal. Now, you may think, if you're a bigot, ooh, I'm going to hate raid her. You know, please do, because the last time we got a hate raid, I switched ads on and I made $20. So, you know, we've got so many fucking tools now. It's so easy. And also, like, I'm in such absolute control here. There's nothing anyone can say except for the camera's autofocus. For some reason, I can't control that one. Hey, there we go. That looks nice. Yeah, what a good in the last week, I did some stand up for the first time ever. I had written essentially I'd written this small anecdote. But what I ended up doing was just telling people about my experiences in theatre, because every actor's got stories about, like, you know, sets falling apart and people chopping their fingers off. And then I told them about the time I accidentally drank olive oil, and then I started learning more about olive oil. And I just sort of rambled, and I ended with the anecdote bit that I'd done, because it ends quite neatly. It's about me putting a spoon in the microwave to try and eat ice cream, and then realizing that's a bad idea. So I then put the spoon in the oven, and then I grab it with my bare hands, and I realize that's a bad idea. So eventually we get soft serve, and that's like the end. That's like the end joke. So yeah, things are going so well. Austere streamer conducts palace coup and centralizes absolute power under unbanner. Add stream tag hate raids welcome. I don't think they would let me do that, because I had to put co-founder is a racist with a fancy A, because it wouldn't let me put the word racist. I tried to change it to racist, and it still wouldn't do that. You can't tag yourself as racist. I'm like, I'm white. I implicitly am, like, systemically anyway, whether I want to be or not. Which is a thing. I think a lot of people have an issue with. When I'm not saying that makes it sound like I'm saying I'm a racist, which I'm not. I just mean systemically, I benefit from those things systemically. Doesn't mean I agree with them, but it does mean it is a thing. Right. Hi, Taki. Just as I'm tripping over my words, who would come on here but Taki? You don't know the context we heard mention of you. Did I say anything? I kept saying the word racist. I don't think I was talking about you. Welcome in. I'm in such a good mood today because I slept, and then my day went really well, and I spent some time with my best friend, and I did this thing because I used to date someone with, like, very severe ADHD. At least in certain specific ways. I mean, how do you judge the severity? Anyway, so the thing that would always, like, make their house messy is that they struggled to do the dishes, and then everything else would go from there. So I really got into doing dishes for people. And now, like, any of my friends, I'm like, listen, I'll come over, I'll do your dishes. And I'll do their dishes, and they'll be like, thank you so much. I can clean everything now because of that. So I did that, and that's the same thing that happened. And I feel very good about that. Sleeping for suckers. I'm on sub 4 hours, baby. Oh, like Margaret Thatcher, who developed what was the disease she got? Alzheimer's. It seems like maybe that's how she got Alzheimer's, was doing that. So don't do that. Get the sleep that you need. It's not for suckers. It's to based on studies that we've done on mice, it may be the process in which our brain cleanses itself of radiation. Excuse me, that was a big cough-fighted shout out to radiation. The thing that's constantly descending from the sky to kill us all. Yeah, by lack of sleep. Dementia. What did I say? Alzheimer's? Maybe she had dementia and Alzheimer's. Anyway, she fucking... Let's pull down her statue. Let's all do it right today. Hi, Dara Dolgan. We're all gonna pull down Margaret Thatcher's statue. I get a bit weird saying stuff like that sometimes on Twitch, because I'm like, they are listening, but aren't they? They're building a profile. They're like known anarchists. They probably use my dead name as well. Known anarchist. I don't want to say my dead name, so I'm going to invent a fake dead name. Rob Robertson. Ugh, I don't even like making a fake. Let's get away from that. I don't even like doing that. You're gaming the system because you'll just die. No, Tarky. We need to look after Tarky. We all need to look after Tarky. Let's all at Tarky and say, I love you, Tarky. Let's do that. Come on, let's get some positivity. I don't want Tarky to die even as a joke. We want Tarky to live forever and know that Tarky is loved. Come on, everybody. At Tarky, I love you. There you go, Spike. I love you, Tarky. That's it. At Tarky. Yes, yes, yes. What is this stream? Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's so nice. Yay! Yay! Also, I'm very excited because I have many times asked people to say or at things in the chat, and that's the only one that's ever worked. Yay! We bullied Taki into giving me money. Taki has subscribed for 9 months, like a widow baby. Thank you so much, Taki. Shall we play this video game? I'm stuck a little bit. Ooh, that's the wrong video game. That's also called Kingdom. That's Kingdom 2 Crowns, something I bought in the Steam sale. Should I have bought games in the Steam sale when I can't afford food? No. But I did anyway. It was very cheap. It was like £2. Kingdom Come Deliverance, there we go. I also bought For Honor, which also was £2. I also bought shoes though, that's important. Honestly, the monitor fund. I will be able to buy the monitor when I get the money from Twitch, I think. And Ko-fi. I don't know what's going on with Ko-fi. I feel like it's giving me half the money that it should be, so I really don't know what's going on with that. You thought a clever dead name was probably offensive. Yeah, let's just like get away from that stuff in general. I thought it would be funny, and then I started to think about the implications of it. I was like, nah. Unless it's like Barry Big Balls, but actually, I'm not even into that. Barry Small Balls. That's. Used to like when your phone keyboard was Chinese, and you had a whole section of guys like this before Samsung forcibly updated it. Why did you have a Chinese keyboard, Taki? I was literally earlier today thinking, I think I was like daydreaming when I was in the doctor's office. I was thinking about how you said that you repeatedly waterboarded yourself.
Charles the Fourth.
You got your phone from Hong Kong. Okay. Oh, I see. Anyway, enough of that, because it's going to interrupt me talking, and I want to talk. Oops, I didn't mean to press that button. How did I do that? I don't even remember what button that was. The lowest lung in Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I can shit on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maslow stole that from indigenous Americans who had a similar but much better system. He hung around with them. I don't remember who specifically. I learned this from Lost Sao channel. Lost Sioux channel. Let me shout them out. Lost Sioux. Sao is how you pronounce that. Did that work? Hey! Fuck it, Laszlo stole that, as did many academicals of that time, including the people who wrote the ideas of communism and anarchism as well. They essentially cribbed from Native Americans and made their own colonist version. So take that, Spike! But let me actually read that. The lowest ranking hierarchy of needs is Steam sale videos, but they changed it to shit like food and breathing when he died. Maslow's hierarchy of thieves. Yeah, and it's just Maslow. I could have sworn his name was Laszlo. Laszlo's hierarchy of needs? I feel like I've been saying that to people and no one's been corrected. Am I excited that SAG and WGA are striking together the first time since 1960 when your hero, Ronnie Reagan, ran the Axis Union? When you say Ronnie Reagan, do you mean... Oh, Reagan. I get it. That does say Reagan. Yes, I actually did talk about that. Not Reagan, he's in the chitter. But I'm incredibly excited about that. Are you also excited about the US Postal Service strike? The US Postal Service that literally protected the democracy of the United States recently. Reagan, the notorious unionist. I mean, he was interested in the union of the United States against everybody else. don't know what that is. If you endorsed every theorist you've referenced in this chat, you would be one of the most evil people alive. There is, it like. Do we need to deconstruct and rebuild all of philosophy? Do we need to get a big room and go, okay, let's take every oppressed person, right? Let's get a trans person, and let's get, I don't know, fucking a woman, and let's get a group from every single indigenous group in the world, each individual one, and then let's also get, you know, like a disabled person, and then let's also get like, who else is oppressed? I don't know, a bunch of queers. Oh, I didn't mention any race oppression. Yeah, all of those. We're only allowed one white person, and it has to be the most otherwise oppressed person possible. And we get them all in the room, and we make a big philosophy. Philosophers do the old time, and ends up the meme where they're like trying to make a single unifying queer flag, and they just end up with another one to the pile, and they don't invite marginalized groups. So yeah, you know, it's like everybody talks about what's his face, who's like, you know, don't trust a philosopher if they've got bad views, and then advocated for like child abuse, basically, quite a lot. I'm like, you fucked up piece of shit. But that's how, that's how I feel like a lot of these old people. How are we, you know, how are we making a solid philosophy if those people aren't even functional? Yes, I did see Ron Perlman suggest he was going to burn down Bob Iger's house. I think that was great. I don't know much else about Ron Perlman, but he has gone up in my view. Let me just look, Ron Perlman. Let me just look at his Wikipedia page. Personal life. Lifelong Democrat. He claims that he intentionally urinated on his hand prior to shaking Harvey Weinstein's hand. I think about that every time little Donnie opens his KFC. I mean, to be fair, he says that. But then it was an open secret, so okay. Well, he said it at least, so that's interesting. True, one of the most renowned anarchist philosophers is a polar venomous anti-Semite. See, that's where I'm always like, there's some people who are like, well, if you don't read the theory of communism and anarchy, you'll just become a liberal. And it's like, my idea of what I guess has been identified as anarchism was something that was within me from the worlds that I was in the British education system, living in Britain under the fucking white supremacy that permeates fucking everything. I was like, this is bad and it shouldn't be this way. It just seems like power makes people bad. Like, you know, I didn't have to fucking read Conquest of Bread, which I have told people that's probably a good place to start, but I've never actually even... I think I read like the first few pages or something. I think anarchism is innate to people. Well, I always say stuff like when your grandma makes you a meal because you're hungry, and she doesn't fucking demand payment, and she doesn't do it for any other reason than she loves you. That's anarchism, right? At least to me, anyway. You can tell Ron is good by the shit I said. He keeps in all his great lines in there. So Kingdom Come Deliverance, a game that I've watched many times, and I think I kickstarted it, but I don't remember because that was like 50 years ago. I set it to hardcore mode, which means you can only save in certain situations, kind of like the way I was playing Fallout. But this is the first time I've played this game. And it meant that I got stuck in the tutorial village for like 9 hours or something. And we finally got to the point where we can go anywhere on the map, anywhere in the world. Except, even if we hand ourselves in, we still just get continually arrested and assaulted by the police. Sorry, the guards. Which... realistic, I guess. For fuck's sake, I thought I turned that one down! I thought I edited that one to be quieter. I reduced it by 50% and it's still so loud. Hundreds of millions of people self-govern and become yes. Right, here we are on a hill somewhere. I think It should be louder. No, because I'll lose my hearing. Oh, I can't move. Why can't I move? Henry. Henry, why can you jump? And... No. This is a controller issue. Hang on. I need to unplug the controller. Well, don't trip on the headphones again. I still need to put the funky one. Thank you for the humongous wizard. I still need to put the goofy one, the in the service of the king one, in because that's quite funny. Right, run away from the guard. Oh shit!
Surrender!
Don't hit me.
Committed a crime and I'm arresting you.
Ah, I thought you couldn't climb that rock. Can you climb these rocks? I'm gonna Skyrim my way through. I don't think you can. You do have a bow though. What's gonna happen? This has been a lot of the gameplay for me. Okay, you can climb up here.
Is that all you've got?
I think maybe Henry needs to get. Oh, that's right. That's right. I did knock that person out. I wonder if Henry just needs to get away from this town. It seems bad for him. Ooh, you're busy. You're busy. I can run past.
Who's there?
No, I'm not, no one's here. I can sneak. No. I'm sneaking.
You stop right where you are.
You committed a crime and arresting you. It is a very NPC. It does make me think of Oblivion. Wait, what was that I saw there? Oh, that's a chicken that I dropped here because I didn't have the carry weight. This game is weird. It's kind of weirder than Skyrim, which I think is very funny. I posted in Discord this very funny occurrence that happened in Skyrim, which I won't spoil. Check out our Discord, !Discord, to see a funny meme. Right. How am I gonna get past there? How can I... So my conspicuousness is 61. If we take some things off... Okay, 59. Okay, that doesn't affect it. So put that one back on. Padded coif. What about this? 56. 59. My leather gherkin makes me less conspicuous. Body garment. 55. Body chainmail. 51. Gloves. Doesn't change anything, so put the gloves back on. We're gonna be the most inconspicuous person ever. Arm armor. 52. Arm armor makes me less conspicuous. I don't see how that could be. Leg chainmail. Sorry, was that leg chainmail or was that padded chaucers? 51. So if I take that off, I become more conspicuous. It's probably because of the bright trousers, isn't it? Take off the hose. Oh wait, noise changed. I didn't even see that. Noise. I make more noise with the hose on. I don't think that's how that would work. Boots. The boots make me less conspicuous. Does the ring make me more conspicuous? No, but it does change my charisma. Oh, it makes me the ring that I gave my now dead fiance. If I wear it, I become less charismatic. They're like, oh, that really looks like the ring of a dead fiance. I don't know if this guy's as charming as you think he is. Are there other things I could put on instead that would change my conspicuousness? Like this pointed green hat? No, that makes me more conspicuous. Right. That's a muddy looking Henry. I think that's a haunted ring. Yeah, that's. Is this unconspicuous enough?
Hey.
No. Okay, so it didn't work. Right. Okay, we need new clothes. We clearly can't get into the. Oh fuck's sake.
Hey.
We clearly can't get into the city. Because there's fucking like double guards plus patrols. Unless there's there are other entrances, but I feel like there's even more guards. So we cannot get in that way. So we must terrorize the populace and steal their clothes. Although we can't fucking steal these clothes apparently, because that would be immoral for cross-dressing. Even though it seems like what I read, medieval people, maybe not at this time, but among the peasantry, it was quite common to accept that if you started dressing in a different gender, you would become that gender, and that sounds like an acceptance of transness to me. But also, these people are all Christian and Catholic, and the Catholic Church did not like trans people or queer people of any kind, because of Justinian the First. No mod that removes the gender modifier. I don't know. I haven't actually looked up any mods. Or did I? Was that something I did on stream? It's been a few days. How is conspicuousness determined? I think so. I did read that like if you wear black at night, you'll be very inconspicuous, but that won't work in the daytime. But what's strange is my leather jacket that's black makes me less conspicuous. So I'm not really sure how that system works. But so apparently, like, I did read something, I think it was even for like an advertisement for the game that was like, oh, you know, if Henry dresses as like a beggar, then people will treat him like one. So my thinking is maybe, you know, there's like some sort of like beggar clothes, or just generally like sort of shitter clothes, like this guy's clothes, that might be considered less conspicuous maybe. Closest you could find was someone fucking up a mod installation and it allowed Henry to wear dresses in a janky way. Yeah, no, because the thing is, it won't be. There won't be they won't have designed a texture for that. They will have designed a texture for only the skinny women in the game, right? Old boots, brown hose. Let's have a look to see what difference that makes. Where's my brown hose? Here it is. Didn't change anything. Also, my conspicuousness has changed when I was outside. What if I changed old boots? 45. Is that more? Hang on. Oh, 43. Okay, so we knocked him out for nothing. He didn't even have any money. Oh.
He's back again.
Please don't go in.
Are you looking for something?
Don't report me. I need to close that door immediately. Why does he always go on that side of it like that? You only learned recently that gendered children's clothes is the 20th century. But because of me, I knew this anyway, but because of me reading this book, Redressing America's Frontier Past, I am seeing that the idea of there only being a binary gender is like a 1900 invention. It's a very recent kind of thing. Even medically in the 1860s, it was generally accepted that everybody was one sex with variations, which is medically closer to what's true than the belief of a binary system. Everybody's sex is different. Even if we were to take super hard boxes of what a sex is, there would be at least 7 of them, but the reality is every single person's body is different. Dorky, Groshin. Can we wear lady slippers, please? At least lady slippers, please. Give us this one thing. Give us... No, lady slippers is grayed out. Drop it on the floor. I'll eat this carrot, though. Which you kept in your pocket for some reason. Yeah, no, it's interesting. How much of your history that's taught to you by your imperialist state is a big fucking lie and misses out so much information.
Over there!
Ah, shush. How many women are in here? Oh, this is the bathhouse, to be fair. I'll be taking that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Actually, I'll be taking that as well. Right, okay, Sorry, bathhouse proprietor. I'll just be off. Oh, can I steal your soup? Oh, I can't. How do I get out of here? How do I conspicuously get out of here? I can't jump because I'm overloaded. I'm probably carrying some food, like dried meat. If we eat the food, it will make us weigh less, right? I don't think that's gonna work. I need to drop things. But I love every item that I've ever picked up. I have a deep connection to everything. I do need to drop something. Thank you so much for the follow. Tumasil. Did I miss a follow before as well? I don't remember if I said... No, I did. I got it. Thank you so much. Tumasil. I hope the seal's okay. Let's drop this red thing. There we go. Right, can we jump over this fence? No. Can we jump over this fence here? No. Can we jump over this fence here? Yes, we can. That's me escaped. No repercussions for Henry's actions today, except he did fuck up his feet, so I guess that counts as a repercussion. Accidental progressiveness is the start. Yeah. I don't think how you... I mean, all you would really need to do... Oh, apparently my feet are fine because I'm not bleeding. Okay. All you would really need to do is just fucking go into Blender, start with Henry's body, get the clothing, and just like stretch it out, right? Like that's not actually that hard to do. I've used Blender before, many years ago, and I don't remember how to use it, but it didn't seem so complicated. I think that would be great. Another thing that would be good to do is add some like racial variation between some of the people as well, because again, this is a historical inaccuracy that was put upon the game, was to make every single person white, when it's not even slightly historically accurate. That's something I've seen people do stuff like that with Stardew Valley, because there's not that much variation between those people either. Go back to sleep. It says I can't kill them, which is interesting, but why would I want to? Are they a named character? It just says trans. Yeah, kill. Oh, I just have to be at the killing angle to kill. Well, that's fine. Henry's not a murderer. Henry's just breaking into people's fucking houses and stealing from them. It was more fucked up for that. For example, women are not able to ride horses in this.
What do you want? You've no business here.
No, I agree. I'll be leaving momentarily. I just... There we go. Women are not able to ride horses in this, so if you wear their clothes, it would distort more dramatically than simply not fitting his body. The Killing Angle is a good band name. I mean, there's the Killing something. Well, there's the Killing Joke, I guess. But even that's named off something, isn't it? The Killing... something. Oh no, I'm trespassing. I don't need their meat and spirits. Really what I need is a horse. But every time there's a chance to get a horse, I either like, the game is just like, you just can't fit the horse through here. And not even in like a kind of like, oh, that makes sense kind of way, and more like an invisible walls sort of way. So I need a horse. What was the other thing I was gonna say? Oh yeah, or they'll be like, oh, this horse belongs to a main character. So if you want to complete the story, you're not gonna be able to get that. What's in here? Literally nothing. Okay. Killing Joke from Batman is where the Joker cuts Barbara's spine in half. Yes. Your Henry is a murderer. I haven't quite got to that point. Also, hi Taldo. I haven't quite got... Henry's killed one person, and that was a looter who was trying to kill him first. I hate using the word looter just because of American nastiness, but that's the only person he's killed, right? And he feels terrible even though he wears the guy's jacket all the time. There's been alternate dimensions. There's been alternate timelines where Henry has killed or attempted to kill. But the combat training I can't even get to because there's too many guards in the town. Is there a way to knock people out by just hitting them, or like throwing like sleeping potions at them? Is that like a thing? Bandit? Bandit's a better word. Yeah, no, it was a bandit, because they were. I think that actually was the name of their NPC character as well. How much of the story has been done? So I left Skalitz, the starting place. Hang on. I ran all around. I ran through here, I think. I eventually got to there, and then I was in the castle for a while, but I couldn't really do any crimes. So then I escaped from there, and then I guess he goes to Skalitz and he gets beaten up. So he ends up getting taken all the way to Rattay, which for some reason the person that one of the characters calls Rattay, and I'm like, did you not? I get that this game has been translated, but did you not sit down? Did you not do any direction with your voice actors at all and say, these are how you pronounce these Czech words? This is Rattay, or whatever. That's what Henry says all the time. You can get the head cracker perk, and then hammers and punches can knock out. What's that in? Because if we can, if we can just sort of like thief it, the game Thief. Is it in this? Head cracker. What's it need? Minimum level 8. You have a 10% greater chance of knocking out an opponent with a blown head. Is that it? Can you level that up, or is it that it? Heavy swing. Tight grip. That's not that great. We're gonna knock them in the head anyway. What's Gravedigger? Carrying dead or unconscious bodies won't cost you any stamina, and they will only burn you half as much. That's interesting. Stealth hammer. It's one of the better picks. It's only 10% though. It doesn't seem that great, especially because the problem is I can survive combat for a maximum of 5 seconds. That's where we're at with this game. And yes, I know, like, usually Henry's stats are reduced because he's just had a nap and he gets his nightmares about the Jester. Not Skalitz, just the Jester. Although maybe they've merged. What was the dream I had? I swear Cillian Murphy was in my dream. Because I've been thinking a lot about Cillian Murphy. I found that Cillian Murphy acted as a trans woman in a film, and I'm annoyed about that because that role should have gone to a trans actor. But also, he looks really good. He looks very, very nice, and I'm already like freakishly attracted to Cillian Murphy. So to see Cillian Murphy dressed as a woman and have all the makeup done by presumably a very talented makeup artist and stuff, I was just like, oh, okay. I mean, okay. But no, I feel like Cillian Murphy was like in some kind of like Peaky Blinders capacity in my dream. Everyone is attracted to Cillian Murphy, but also a bit scared. I'm not scared of him at all. I trust him implicitly. I think he's a safe pair of hands. I just want to lick the shape around his eyes. I'm very normal. What are you eating there? Can I have some? Hang on. Can I eat your dropped? No, I can't. Okay. Well, what's on you at least? Beige scarf. Ooh. Oh, it tells me about conspicuousness. Visibility / conspicuousness. 55. I don't know if that's good or not. Let's just take his clothes that we don't already have. Hunting boots. Old shit. Yeah, there we go. What about Coif? Hi, Marshall Dave. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you earlier today. I say to see you. It's nice to see your username on the website. I do also check. I try to every day check everybody's general channels, although I don't always do that. But it's a habit I'm trying to get into. So I also I guess I'm saying, hey, hi Dave, I read the general channel of your community Discord. Please pat me on the back for the basic minimum thing. It's nice to see the concept of you on the internet. Also helps with clinch. Makes combat easier. What's clinch? It's good when you're fighting more. It can massively bow you up and fighting multiple foes. Everyone's attracted to killing Murphy, but also a bit scared. Even your nan said she liked him. One of the 3 men I know I found attractive: Alan Ladd and Frenny Flintoff, and the others. Let me look those people up so I can potentially judge you or not. Alan Ladd. I think I spelled that wrong. From the 1960s? This guy? I mean, looks kind of nice, I guess. But he also looks like he's from, like, the past, where I... Which he is. That's him in the 50s, and I'm like, ugh, the 50s. That's not a fashionable time. He's just a wee guy. Freddie Flintoff. Freddie Flintoff. Alan Ladd is a great name. This guy? This guy? I mean, he looks like he would be nice to me, right? But then he would want to go and hang out with his friends and get drunk with them, and he wouldn't be interested in talking to me anymore. And like, it wouldn't be intentionally rude, but I would feel like it was rude. I don't know. I know that I like men. I just like so few men that I genuinely am like, am I lesbian? I mean, I like loads of non-binary people, so I'm literally dating someone non-binary, so obviously I like them. Does look a bit like the treasure for the Aryan Nation. Why do you know what the treasure for the Aryan Nation looks like? I just imagine a red angry face. Like some kind of emoticon or something. Who's just sent me a message? Oh, okay. It's Game of Fiend's schedule. That's what's going on. Do we want to know what Game of Fiend's schedule? Game of Fiend's streaming 6/6:30 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Weekend to be confirmed. I thought I was getting a message from someone, so I did go and check. Consider yourself a trans being. I'm very T for T, a big way, but especially trans women. There's just something. Just even saying trans woman, just thinking about another trans woman, just thinking that I can fucking feel my heart in my chest. But you know, there's loads of people. I've had a few crushes on plenty of trans men, but not as much. So I don't know. That's my sexuality, I guess. I describe myself as pansexual, but like. Then someone's like, look at this man, and I'm just like, I feel almost nothing. Like, I don't know, I would give any man a kiss. Almost any man. I give almost any man a kiss. But I don't know that I would necessarily, like, want to, like, spend a lot. Now I'm thinking about hugging men, and I'm actually like, no, I guess I would like that. There actually, who was this man that I saw the other day? No, yeah, I met this man at this event thing, which I'm not going to say because it's kind of doxable, and he was very friendly and gracious, and he spoke to everybody, and he gave them the time of the day, and he also did the dishes and everything, and I was just like, yeah, I would like this man told me. I definitely was attracted to that man in a way that I would have pursued a whole relationship with. So, but it's so rare. He was cis, so the rarity of that is so much. You're not happy at DPD and Amazon. They left my item hanging out in my letterbox, but it was not there when I went to get it. For fuck's sake, why didn't they knock on the door? Yeah, no, that sucks. The thing about Amazon though, I think is returns and refunds and stuff are like automatic. So just be like, I didn't get it, and then maybe just keep saying you didn't get it, and they'll just keep sending you. Apparently, that's kind of how that works. He's a former national level cricketer and a Top Gear presenter. I'm not sure he'd be great. Yeah, no, anybody that's been on Top Gear is going to be dodgy, with the exception of what's his face that got really badly injured. I think that he's probably all right. Oh, that guy woke up. his name's not Richard Hamilton. That's a racer. Who am I thinking of? Richard. I don't know. I mean, he's probably also like his friends seem to be shitheads, or at least the people who works. Richard Hammond. He's a big. Oh, okay. Never mind then. Okay, I don't know anything. He just seemed nice, but I never looked into it. I never watched Top Gear because I have no interest in even knowing what cars are. I would love to drive a car and own a car, but like I don't care for the car culture. I don't any of that stuff. I just like to go places, and also like the kind of driving I like to do in video games is highly destructive. So maybe it's better that I don't get a car. You'll go. Well, that sucks that happens, Scooters. I hope you figure something out with that. Go to my nan's grave tonight and tell her she had shite taste in men. Listen, different people have different tastes, right? I'm a big proponent of the idea that the things that people think make people ugly are also the same things that make people beautiful. Cillian Murphy could be like treated as like a golem, right, and live under a bridge, but he doesn't because we just decided that he was beautiful and we all accept he's beautiful because he is, but he's also ugly, but just depending on who looks and reflects at that, you know. Anyone could be attractive. Remember the days when every stream would have a Jeremy Clarkson version? Jeremy Clarkson, what was it? How did I do it? Oh, I'm Jeremy Clarkson. Ah! Oh god, that hurt my throat. Andy Serkis got treated like Gollum for years. I mean, he still sort of does. But he likes that, though. He enjoys that, I think. I mean, maybe he's got sick of it. Amazon customer service tend to be very good. Unconventionally attractive, you might say. But everybody is, basically. Except for conventionally attractive people. But then... And I don't say this to sound like I'm super enlightened or something. Conventionally attractive people have kind of become a little boring to me. Just because every surface of like every capitalist thing is like, look at this person. But the thing is, you know, it's just like, that's nice, that's agreeable. But you want someone that makes you go like, you know, you want you want someone to fucking scream about. Like, what's her name? Michelle Coel or whatever. Like her massive eyes and beautiful face. You want something that makes you feel, you know, you want something tangible in beauty. I guess it's fine to find conventionally attractive people attractive. There's nothing wrong with that. I just, you know, you want a freak. Not that I'm saying any of these people are freaks. I bring you down to Badly. Very good to see you. You've been lurking. It's a refreshing take. I have lots of refreshing takes, I've been told. Because I try to be an open-minded person. And also, usually, because at some point I have felt that way, right? What's about me that's unconventionally attractive? Actually, let's not think about that, because we'll get into dysphoria territory very quickly. I stole this man's shoes. He seems fine with it, though. He's looking at a pile of wood that's not on fire. So the way that they do charcoal burning, this is historically accurate, kinda, is that they sort of set it on fire, but they, like, cover it with earth. And then I guess there's a little chimney or something, and it makes it all charcoaly, so it doesn't properly burn it. I guess that's meant to be charcoal there. Nasty Hobbit says, sorry, I'm trying to make sure I keep up with chat. Think conventionally attracted people like vanilla ice cream. Yeah, vanilla ice cream's fine. I have some vanilla ice cream in the fridge. I'm gonna put some frozen raspberries in it, which I forgot I had until Turtle reminded me. Not that Turtle knew, they just were talking about raspberries. I thought it was a bit fucked up that you didn't say you wanted to fuck Ron Perlman before just because he's in his 70s, head as a master. He is very attractive, actually, I would say. And I like his attitude. I think he would want to take me biking a lot, and actually at first I was like trying to find a negative in that, but then I just imagine doing the thing where you like hug onto the person on the front motorbike, which I've never done before, but I imagine there's something very reassuring about that. At the same time, the motorbike's like vroom, and he's just like he's like, oh yeah, you know, you go down there, it's a great time, and I met these people from it. Like he's telling me some story and I can't hear because the motorbike and it's so fast. I could do that. Oh, let's do some lock picking. I don't remember how to do this. Rotate lock with D. D is not doing anything. Okay. Hang on, let me try that again. You found that experience decidedly unassuring. I mean, to be fair, one time I got on a boat with a partner and the boat rocked. I'm used to... I can paddle a canoe or a kayak. That's something I know how to do. I'm okay at it. That's one of the benefits of being in fucking Nationalism Club Scouts. But I got in like a rowboat with a partner, and it rocked so much that the whole time I was like, we need to go to shore, we need to go to shore, we need to go to shore, we need to go to shore. Which was not, there was one of the times that I made my partner at the time feel quite self-conscious. Like the time I vomited all over. She didn't enjoy that either. That was for a different reason though. It was just I vomited, and then I turned to her and I will never forget. She went, "No, no!" before I vomited, knowing that I was about to do that. Before even I knew. Yeah, it was it was bad. It was a bad time. This was okay afterwards, though. I think he's one of your old man crushes. Yeah. Nice, but not your first choice. Who would be your first choice? Oh, sorry, you're talking about vanilla ice cream. Well, what would you be your first choice of ice cream? I used to be really big into mint chocolate chip, and now I don't know. I'm a floating voter when it comes to ice cream. I was really into cookie dough, but I kept buying the Ben & Jerry's cookie dough from Domino's, which was more expensive, but just because it came with the meal, I guess. But there, for some reason, it was like off, like it had been defrosted and refrozen a bunch of times, and it was like weird and bad or whatever. Looks like the delivery status may have been updated too soon. The good news is it should arrive too. Hey, that's good. Thank you for your patience. Anything I can do for you. I think some people pay to get yacked all over. I don't know. I don't know if I could deal with getting paid for that, because I feel like that's gonna be so bad for your teeth, right? Unless you get like protective stuff on your teeth or something. Vomit all over out of panic after she booed up Fallout. No, this was a different X. This was actually the Fallout X is after this X, but this is Danish X, who I still get on with. Why can't I rotate the lock? Can anyone explain? I'm pressing D, F, C, X, Z, Q, E, R, T. Oh, fuck. In order to pick locks... Oh, do I have a lockpick. You have to use the lockpick D to turn the whole lock mechanism. Okay. I'm pressing that, though. D is making me turn around. Right. D. Or do I have to be... Oh, I think I have to be in the... okay. Right. I see. I had to be in the right spot before I started turning it. Fuck. Hang on, we can do this. Why does it vibrate so much? Can we turn it a little bit? No. Gotta do it all in one. Okay, I really hope that's not breaking all of my lockpicks. I have a feeling it is. No! You don't have a... Okay, it is. Well... well, it's good to practice it, I guess. How you doing there? Shoveling some charcoal out of that, it looks like. If you make enough money from yakking people, you get a fake set of teeth. Yeah, but I wouldn't want to get a fake set of teeth. I would want to keep the teeth that I have. Because it just, as I'm sure it's fine. I'm not knocking anyone that's not got their original teeth, because that's just the way of the world. I just feel like it would be more hassle if you know, like, depending on what kind of teeth they were. Like, if I have to keep taking them out, I'd rather wait until I get old enough for that to be a problem than to like intentionally cause it. Speaking of which, are there any horny mods you could overfill this game with? I don't know. There is this, because there's this character that is like really good close friends with Henry. There's a lot of art of them kissing, including on the starting screen. So I don't know. Is there a mod to make them have sex? I almost certainly would not be able to stream that. You'll go to your nan's grave until you hate a false teeth too. I specifically specified. I'm not knocking that. I would prefer, you know, in the same way of like, I'm not gonna knock anyone with like a stick or something, right? But I would prefer to not have a stick until I needed it. I would, if I was doing a job that made me need a stick. I mean, I'm kind of, I might need a stick. But I don't know. I seem to have a lot of mobility at the moment, so I guess I got better. I don't need a stick. Although I have been cutting my feet up with these shoes, so maybe I'm gonna need new feet. Hi, Alpaca Whacker. Good to see you. Alpaca Whacker is a streamer. I'm gonna shout them out. Let me do that. Alpaca without a C. Whacker with a C. That's right, isn't it? Oh, it's Whacker. There you go. Go follow Alpaca Whacker. Actually a really nice person. I hope to claim you into the new Hues of Rosemaryverse that is forming. That's kind of a joke, but like genuinely there does seem to be a bit of an orbit around me now of streamers, and I am feeling the responsibility of that. But yeah, come to me, come away from the others, come to me. It's fine, you can stay, you can be friends with anyone, I don't care. But come in, and we'll do subversive things with Twitch. Yeah, no, Alpaca Whacker often streams in the evening, so don't always play Dead by Daylight, but I often see on Dead by Daylight. Just nice cheerful person. Give him a follow. Don't think they're permanent either. Just don't want them all pulled out for a new set every 10 years or whatever. I mean, it's every 10 years. That's not so bad. We're talking about fake teeth, by the way. Subversive things. Yeah, you know, like we're rock stars, right? We're on the forefront of a new kind of media that's exploded in recent years, with a rich and vibrant history. We could be doing all sorts of stuff with it, you know. I can't think of anything other than what we're already doing, but like maybe we'll come up with something, right? Or at least like collectively do some sort of charity stream or something. Like that seems like a good idea. I inadvertently caused a bunch of people to donate to a trans charity to prove they weren't transphobic after they ostracized me from somewhere, and I was like, you know, maybe that's worth the transphobia, something like that, except without the ostracization. You know, that could be good. There was a guy on Judge Rinder whose teeth could put the sun to shame. What, like really like golden or something? The good thing about Rockstars is we barely ever found the monsters to die. Yeah, no, that's a good point, Tagi. And that's also kind of true with streamers as well. A lot of famous people, I think, get put through this kind of filter, where eventually at some point you discover something and you are given the option to say it or to keep it secret, to maintain your position as a famous person. And I'm sure there's famous people who don't have to do this, but I'm already past that part as a streamer. I can't keep secrets about fucked up things because I also just can't stop talking is the other problem. Right, Henry's full of food. We're roaming the wilderness because we're trying to find people with clothing that we can steal. I'm not exactly sure where I am. So bright the cameras had trouble adjusting to them. That's nice. Would I ever get gold teeth? Maybe, but I feel like I would have to make my whole look work for it, right? So I would need everything. I would have to have like a golden suit or something. A fellow who played for Liverpool went to a dentist and asked for a whiteness that was beyond the maximum of their scale. It was pearlescent. Isn't pearlescent where it's like that shiny, like it sort of like looks like it's silver, but then you look at it at different angles, it looks like different colors. Kind of like when you spill petrol. Is petrol pearlescent? You know that petrol's got as many calories as olive oil, but don't drink petrol. Which, but also that kind of just goes to see how bullshit measuring food by calories is, because it just means how much it expends through burning. It doesn't mean how much it expends whilst it's inside you. Where am I? So I feel like we're over here. Oh no, that's where it's supposed to go. Shall we try and actually do this quest? Seeing as it's like the first quest that we've been given. So if that's the town, are we over here somewhere? Should we go through the trees? There's a river here. But I might be over here. I might be over here. I'm really not sure. Do quests in a game? Maybe he'll give me some savior snaps for it. To be fair, I probably should go back to the bed to sleep. So if we've got this water here, we can probably guess that that's the river. And then where does he live? Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's follow this river back home so we can save and put all of our stolen goods in his house. How inconspicuous is it just not wearing clothes? Well, these are the questions we need to answer in this game. I can't fucking... What does that symbol mean? Why is that symbol disappeared? Is that because people will attack me if I'm in that zone? Is that what that means? Because I noticed that was over Scarlet's. So my assumption is because it's full of bandits or whatever. Or enemy soldiers. I really wish it was the chivalry combat. Although it's also first person as well, which I never do in Chivalry. Hi, how you doing? Is this the bathhouse place I was before? Is everyone just going to bed as soon as they see me?
What are you up?
Okay, fine, okay, whatever. I used to watch a streamer who had that accent. They still stream. I just haven't caught them. Your horse lasagna is now following. Thank you, co-founders of Racist. The co-founder of Warhorse that created this game, against the advisement of his own employees, made everyone in this game white, even though that's not historically accurate. And has generally said a few weird things. And I felt, as much as I wanted to play this game, and you know, plenty of people that worked on this game are cool people, and some of them hang around in Twitch, I felt that it would be a disservice to not make sure that I also say that that guy's a weirdo. And there's certain decisions in this game, I feel, that have been affected by his idea of what medieval Europe looks like, which is... Europe has never been completely white. I would say no place on Earth has ever been completely white, unless you like minimize it down to. Even then, no, it's never happened. It's not a thing. Whenever you see something like that, you're being lied to. So that's why. Also, I had to do a weird dash as an A because for some reason they won't let you tag racist. Is this? Yeah, here we go. This is the mill. This is where we sleep. But welcome in. I like your name, Your Horse Lasagna. Is that like if I had a horse, its name would be Lasagna?
Who are you?
What do you mean, who am I? You, we've had conversations before. I've got enough coin to pay you back.
Got the money to pay that debt.
And I was afraid you had a chamber pot for a head. Hand it over. That job's still going, if you're interested.
Sure, I'm on it.
Where can I find a shovel? Will you teach me to pickpocket?
Would you teach me something about the milling craft? Like how to get things out of strangers' purses into your own?
Aye, why not? You're handy enough. No doubt you'll master it. Come behind the mill where we won't be seen.
This is your house. We're in. Just close the door. You closed the door as you left. Why can't we? Teresa's too honest, I guess. Let's eat from this pot. Presuming it's a legacy of the horse meat scandal or Tesco ready meal reference to Iceland's. Took his reference. Yeah, there you go. How's your game of Dota going? You're playing Dota? Makes sense. Feel good to call out in tag feels okay, man. It feels okay meant to be referenced to feels good, man, because that is a Pepe and it's not allowed as it is a hate symbol that is very actively used against me to the point where it causes me nightmares. So please, no references to the frog unless it's about hatred of it as a symbol. It's not allowed here, and I wish it would leave Twitch because the person who added it to Twitch initially was also a big transphobe. And I say this to people and they say, oh, it's just an innocent frog, and I'm like, it's not, and it almost never has been, except for maybe for like 10 seconds after it was created. And primarily posted in 4chan and not an innocent place. So apparently this is the place where nobody can see us, where we can do no references to frog with a composer. See, the thing is, I feel bad because Pepe is a name, but in order to stop them from happening, I did have to just block the word Pepe just to stop hundreds and thousands of them. It sucks actually. There's this channel I really like being in, but they don't have a rule of no Pepes, so people will come in and Pepe. And I did talk to people about it, but then the owner of the channel was like, "Don't do that." But I really do need to, because if Pepe's allowed, it's not a safe space for me. It just isn't. Didn't the guy who created the frog kill off the character? Yes, but and we should all kill off, because no meme, any meme that lasts longer than a certain amount of time is extremely suspicious. Because memes are usually a reflection of like ongoing things happening at the time. Also, good to see you, Gemix Core. Oblique references to the combustible Portuguese centre-half now permitted. What's his name? I don't remember what his last name is. That guy, you know, just say his last name, or maybe that is his last name. Say his first name, say his middle name, or just say the oblique references to combustible. Why is he combustible? What do you mean combustible? Did he explode? Anyway, let's learn how to pickpocket.
I'll stand here and pretend I don't know you're there. You try sneaking up behind me without me seeing you, and take something from my purse.
Right, but if you pretend...
Damage in the purse. The longer you do it, the better chance you have of finding something valuable, but also of getting caught in the act. Once you've found something you want, you've got to pull it out, carefully, but fast enough so I don't notice. Try stealing my dagger. It's there, mixed up with other things.
He wants me to pull out his dagger really fast, without him knowing? Okay. Aren't all humans combustible in game? Yeah, fire is everything's weakness, as it turns out. Okay. It won't let me knock him out or stealth kill him, but there is a pickpocket now. Oh shit. How do I do this? What?
Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again.
Okay. Yeah, everyone's combustible depending on how much petroleum jelly you slather on them. Wasn't that a thing? There's, I mean, a few times where people like put loads of Vaseline on themselves and then like caught fire, or like hairspray or something. Haven't people died before in the world? That's a thing, right? Right, let's pickpocket. What if I pickpocket and I don't stealth? What am I supposed to be doing? Pickpocketing successful. What did I get? Oh, here we go. What is this? What am I doing? It says it was successful. I don't know what I'm doing. It's too fast.
Caught you.
It's so fast. Do I have to charge it up first? Mom said it's my turn with the brain cell. Oh, because everyone's saying this. Everyone's saying the same thing. I also said that as well, to be fair.
Real, I'll be yelling for a guard. Try it again.
You have to look up behind the Wii doors and get back to the exit at the top before the timer expires. But I don't really understand how, because it said at the side, but there's no time to read left, right. Oh, and then reveal with E. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard.
If this was for real, I'd be yelling for God. Okay. Reveal. And then get out the pocket.
Caught you.
No!
If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard.
That's so hard. Can I not just click on it? No, it's gotta be like this. No, I somehow unrevealed it. I think. It says successful. Charge it up. Yeah, but if I charge it up, he'll catch me. Much more likely for spontaneous human combustion is that ghosts cause friction when they move through people. Oh, I know about this. So there's this whole thing. It's in the Sawbones podcast, which I highly recommend. Although I would maybe skip through a lot of the COVID stuff because it's just kind of depressing. It was much more fun when they were like, oh, Pliny the Elder said this about poop. But when they were like, everyone's dying and we need to try harder. Which, you know, if you have a medical podcast, of course you're going to do that. So that's when I stopped listening to it. But it's a really good podcast. It's on the Maximum Fun, which is the same as the Mabimbam and several others that are also quite good. But there was this whole thing of like, these people are spontaneously combusting in the night. And what they would find is just like a hole that was missing, and then bits of flesh or body or whatever, and everyone was like, what the fuck? And essentially what's happening is something called the wick effect. So people would smoke and fall asleep, and their cigarette would set their clothes on fire, and then it would burn all the fat off their body, basically, because the clothes acted as like this wick. So it looked like everyone had blown up, but actually they just burned to death whilst they were asleep because they were smoking. I don't know, like, I have never been in the position of thinking, I'm about to go to sleep, time to have a smoke before I go to sleep. Especially as it's a stimulant. I can't, you know, don't do that. Anyway, that's horrific knowledge. You can get a lot of nice horrific knowledge from that podcast. The Sorbon's podcast, didn't know they had one. I don't even know what a Sorbon is. Right, let's try this again. Oops, let's try this again. Charge it up. I thought I got caught by a humongous wizard there for a second. Like, for 1 millisecond, I was like, oh shit, high identification. Look, I'm playing the game! I'm playing the game that I very heavily associate with your channel. And also a little bit of Shimus, because Shimus also did that, and it was great. Let me give you a shout out. Adamification. Adamification was like maybe the 3rd channel to raid me. The other 2 previous people hate me.
Do a lot with a little, like, in my case.
I do not have much hard drive space. Let's change history. Adamification was the 1st channel to raid me. There we go. Honestly, Adamification, very good streamer. I wish I had the same kind of creativity for a lot of the ways that you do stuff with your channel. For example, there's this ongoing thing of you can meme characters into this big wrestling thing that Adamification does, and they all have a big fight at the end. I really wanted to put in Icarus and the literal sun, but I think I'll have to do that for next year's one. But there's loads of stuff. Metal Franklin's in there, by the way. Our Metal Franklin is going to fight Henry of Skalitz in VVV, in Animification's event. I'm so excited that I spat directly at the camera, like right on the lens there. Sorry, everybody. A Sorbonne is when you get twatted in the head fairly hard. Tish. Metal Franklin's been made and ready to brawl. I think it was interesting that you said that Metal Franklin was made of metal, which is like... I don't know that Metal Franklin ever was made of metal, but Metal Franklin being made of metal is something that Metal Franklin would be interested in. Right, let's see if I can pickpocket. We've been spending... Oops, I failed again. 3, 4, 5, 6... Okay. Reveal. No, I unrevealed it somehow. It says successful. Do I have a dagger? I have a dagger, but I don't know if it's his dagger. I'm going to talk to him and see if it's his dagger. Do I have your dagger?
I'll stand here and pretend I
Okay, I don't have his dagger.
You try sneaking up behind.
Yes, I don't know if I showed you this, Adam, already, but we have stingers that are things, bits of music from the game. So if people feel it's an appropriate thing to do, it's an experiment. I'm experimenting with this broader idea of like more chat interaction with music and stuff like that. But it's very memeable. It's very memeable stuff. There's that one. I swear I turned the volume down on that. I swear I did. Yay! I feel like that overwrote your Stinger fail there. It's just the same one but lower. I need to make another one as well because there's another part of music that sounds like that as well. Right, let's pickpocket from this.
I'm a big wizard. I'm a big wizard. I live in a big tower. I have a familiar. I cast spells.
Okay. Reveal, take. No! How are you supposed to do that fast enough? I'm pressing the buttons and it's really not working. See, once I get everybody started on these, they just keep doing them. But obviously people love them, so I'm starting to hate the loud one because of how loud it is.
I'm a small wizard.
I'm a small wizard. Right. Come on. Reveal. Take. No, don't go that way. Ah! We did it! Fuck me, that's difficult.
I hardly noticed you were there.
I'm a small
You're
wizard.
ready to try it out for real.
Said to use them thematically. I'm using the fail when you fail. Yay! I succeeded! No, that's true. It's just also everyone is using all of them.
But I'll be having that dagger back now.
Yeah, here you go. We can't knock him out. Okay. Can you teach us any other things? Training? Lockpicking?
I hear you're able to open locks without a key. Will you teach me how?
Are you manually pressing the buttons to trigger these? As opposed to psychically pressing the buttons? Or do you mean I should hold it down instead of pressing it one at a time? That probably makes more sense. You've been looking up a guide to work out where you were going wrong. It turns out the way you were doing it fucking sucks. Not sure if that helps. I don't know, maybe. I just need to fucking blow instead, right? Like, just do the opposite. Oh, sorry, alpaca means to... Oh, am I manually... No. It's, I use something called Triggerfire. I recorded some sounds. Some of them play things. There's also secret things that I made. Like this... Hang on. Like, this one.
Yeah, a skeleton.
It's a secret word. There's another secret word as well that's based on a meme. Yep, that's the cheese code for Skyrim. If you ever need to do that. Oh, I forgot about pasta. It used to go pasta, but then I started saying pasta in real life, and I was like, I'm not from the fucking south. We say pasta up here. Even though realistically I'm from the Midlands. Just most of my life not. So For a moment, you thought you were pressing the buttons when we were redeeming them.
Takes days.
It does. Hilariously. I've been dehydrated like all summer. It's not good. I mean, that's not true, but you know, you see the orange piss, and you go, uh-oh. You see the orange piss in the morning, and you go, why is sleeping so dehydrating? Is that normal? Should I be so fucking dehydrated when I wake up every single time? Orange. Yeah, kind of orange. When it's like really dehydrated. Not actually orange, or brown, because that would be like kidney failure. No, I'm not pressing the buttons. I can because my phone's open. I can press this button and do this because I'm using my phone as a second monitor. I did raise money for a new monitor, but my fucking financial situation is in so much flux. I keep borrowing from the monitor fund. Like, I'll pay this back. I have this money to put this back. Thank you for the follow, Mike's Retro Cave 1. Is there a Mike's Retro Cave 2 or 0? Did Mike's Retro Cave 0 have a terrible collapse and we all had to move into Mike's Retro Cave 1? Either way, thank you so much for the follow. Got a lot of followers today. Is it because I'm so cheerful? Because I am cheerful. I'm in a very good mood today. Sweat less when you sleep or your kidneys will mutiny. I think I do have a sweat problem, actually, because my friend said that I often smell sweaty, and I was like, oh, I can't really help that, I don't think. I am very chipper. Everything's so nice. Everything's going so well. You know, the love triangle thing seems like it's on its way to being resolved. My partner moved to Sheffield. What else is going well? I mean, I have HRT and all that, and that's fantastic. I'm basically set for like 5 months. I don't need to, for the next 5 months, I don't need to buy any HRT. Because I bought it all this month. Just put one at the end randomly. Fair enough. I suppose it's your username. I don't want to go, oh, you can change that if you want to. Cause what if that's the thing? Like, oh, it's Mix. Sorry, I said Mike. It's Mix Retro Cave. What if it's all about like Slashy 101? That's a big thing about Slashy's channel, is that the number is 101. So maybe this is the one place for Mix Retro Cave. The one cave for Mix Retro Cave. I assume you play retro games. What counts as a retro game? What's the newest retro game? Is Skyrim a retro game? Don't say yes, because that will hurt me. Right, let's learn how to lockpick.
Practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Is it saying it costs 723, or is that saying it costs 60? It probably costs 60. It would be weird if it cost 723. Populous the beginning. I love. Hang on.
You have died.
No, does he say shaman? No, he says.
You have died, shaman, but provided you have some followers left, you will reincarnate at the reincarnation site. Shaman, you have shamed me.
That guy is fucking great. I love that game. Dungeon Keeper 2 is a close second. Is that the one with the BDSM ladies in it constantly going, oh? Because my friend streamed that and completely forgot about that and was like a little embarrassed the whole time he was playing the game. Mix Retro Cave is my YouTube. Nice. Everyone go follow Mix Retro Cave on YouTube. Play it on Sega Mega Drive. My partner would be interested in that. My partner loves all of those games. I never got a chance to play or see them. Your favorite retro game is FIFA 17. Yeah, the Sex Dungeon game. Let's haggle with him. Make offer.
Satisfied?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
He doesn't sound as angry when we're haggling for some reason.
Agreed. Now listen up.
There we go. Oh, I learned a new level in lockpicking. Wait, that is it? I thought you would like give me something to lockpick. I'd like to try. Can you teach me to pick locks? That's what I probably should have done first. This menu system is weird. I love water. Whoa. Where are we? What's going on? I think this is just the other side of his house. Maybe? I was like, is it raining? Like, what's going on? Okay, you want me to try lockpicking this? Okay. I've done
Hold
this.
the lockpick in your right hand.
Yep.
Use it to feel out the tumbler.
Yep.
In your left hand, you hold the blade.
Yep.
And use it to turn the whole mechanism.
That's actually not how you lockpick, but
It's quite easy. It only takes a bit of practice. Now try poking around in the
a
lock.
Sega Mega Drive. Hi, Night Shoes. That's a Genesis if you're a Yankee Doodle Dixie. I don't think you say Dixie. I think Dixie means Confederate supporter, right? Because wasn't there a whole thing recently where Dolly Parton was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize I'm not going to say that ever again after years of saying it. She probably did know, to be fair. You just finally came out as transgender. Your doctors refer to you gender clinic in the UK. That's fantastic. I mean, you probably won't hear from the gender identity clinic for several years. But do what I do and buy your own HRT at great cost. But that's amazing. I've only just met you and I'm so excited. Mix Retro Cave 1 is the one place for Mix. Is Mix your chosen name? In your coming out, or is that like a previous thing? Should we call you something else? Like something else? Brick's Retro Cave. That's a nice non-binary name. Genuinely, there are people that call themselves Brick, and I'm so pleased for them. But that's fantastic.
But don't stop.
It takes so much,
Otherwise,
you know, like internal figuring out.
start all over.
Your new Maya. So Maya's Retro Cave 1. Maya's that's a very nice name. It's really nice. I'm so pleased for you. I've just met you, but I'm so pleased for you. I'm pleased for anybody. There's this whole thing about like self-actualization and you know, anything is possible with transition. There's so many things that like you think you can't do. There's a way. There is definitely a way. Get it all. Maya's Retro Cave 1. Is it not pronounced like Maya? It won't help many people, but I remind again about the pilot scheme in London, Liverpool, Manchester, where you can access medical support or waiting list on GIC, including getting hormones. I mean, I almost moved to Manchester because there was more queer people. Can they do one in Sheffield, please? It's weird though that they do have to do that, right? They're like, the regular medical way of doing this isn't working. Because honestly, HRT alone does so much and is so good. Thinking about buying HRT from Gender GP. Gender GP's a bit scammy, is the general opinion. I can get you some links. HRT.coffee, I think, is the website that gives you a list of pharmacies, but you will want to get a blood test first. And also, I don't know if I can say them. You want to keep talking to other trans people about advice about that and stuff like that. But if you want to buy HRT, the big list of all the pharmacies is hrt.coffee. It used to be hrt. something else, like cafe, but that website got blocked, I guess, because, you know, oppression. Isn't there a Discord as well? There's a Discord. I don't know for that specifically. There is a Discord I'm in. If anyone wants that, I'll give them a message. I'm just not gonna say it live on stream because I don't know, you know, for safety or whatever. But there is a group there is a Discord that regularly advises me, and they do have an actual doctor, or at least I think they're a doctor who is trans, and I ask lots of questions, and they say, oh, do this and do this. And it's been very good, and really was the key for me to getting HRT. I think people, it's so important for trans people to get HRT. It's like the first thing. It's like the first thing. Obviously, if they want it, it's so good. It's made my life so much better. It's why I'm so cheerful now. Yeah.
And now, make something out of you yet. But remember, this trunk's only for practice.
Ooh, Savior Snaps. Well, let's drink that as a celebration, because I haven't... Oh, actually, he's got a bed. I'll just use his bed, won't I? I don't need to use Savior Snaps. You just stay there for a second, Hal. Wait, he called me Hal. Wait, hang on. What's his name? Who's Hal? You're Peshek. I'm Henry. Why has he called me Hal? I feel like that's the second person to call him Hal. Is this just a thing in Czech in Bohemia? How do I get to the other side? Hang on, I need a torch. Where's my torch? You referred to Nottingham Clinic? That might be better. Nottingham might be better and faster. I'm not sure. I thought I was referred to the Gender Identity Clinic about 8 years ago. And I discovered I was not. And that's great, because it will probably take 8 years for them to get back to me. They don't like that I'm doing my own HRT. They kind of want me to stop, but it would take 5 minutes of a conversation with them to go, yep, let's prescribe this. It's a load of horseshit. Maybe it will change. Hal is just a nickname for Henry? Really? Never heard that before. Really on the same line. It's short for Henry. Are you on the same wavelength, or do you just both know the answer to a question? Where the fuck am I? Where did he take me? I thought he took me to the mill, but he like teleported me somewhere far away. I don't know where this is relative to where the mill should be, because it's also the dead of night as well. Hal is short for Henry. I had no idea. I'm asking the exact same questions too. Yeah, have you got similar senses of humor? I would say. Is it this? Is this the bridge? Okay, so we were like over here. I think we were like over here or something, and this is the bridge I'm crossing. Yes, so I can get back to the mill. Let me just check. What direction does the moon? The moon moves, doesn't it? So that's not gonna help. Oh, this is south, so that does tell me. So we're on the north side. Okay, so we cross over here. That's fine. Can't believe Hal is short for Henry. But why? It's gonna be one of these old things, right? Like you said, Harold. Harold's a fairly old name. So presumably, Henry's like the Frenchified version of it or something. Harold. Bob can be short for Robert. That kind of makes sense. Bob? Rob? That kind of makes sense to me. It's one of the slightly more esoteric ones, but it kind of makes sense to me. Okay, this is where I want to be. Gonna have dinner. Enjoy your dinner, Maya. And lovely to meet you. Hey, how is he back before me? How is he back before me? He was just stood there. Right, okay. Can I still sleep here? Is that fine? I mean, I'm going to, whether he likes it or not. Bobbert. It's like a Habbo Hotel thing. Imagine if you could do this in real life. Just determine how much you could sleep. Pasha for Pavel, Sasha for Alexander. That's Sasha for Alexander. That's got to be a fucking ancient one, right? Because again, Alexander presumably is a very old name. Legends say there are still people blocking the pool ladders and have a hotel. I really liked the art style of that game so much, but it's apparently it's a little bit like Cave Story, which I looked at and I actually kind of want to play, even though it's like a real old game. I was enjoying the fact that the way that they advertised it, they were like, this game stinks, and it really hurt sales in America. You think it's Russian? Or Alexander? But it would be older than that even though, right? I mean, what's Alexander's name look like in ancient Macedonian? I keep saying Greek, but he's Hellenic, I think, and not Greek. He's from Macedon. This old guy. Oh, it was Romanized from whatever the fuck this is. How do you say this? To repel. Man who repels enemies. So that's not even necessarily his name then. Although actually he did name cities after himself. That probably is his name. Unless it's like for Plato or whatever. Alexandros. Alexandros. Interesting. So Romans went Alexander. Oh, there's his name in Egyptian. Rickerson. What? So Wikipedia has this thing where they like created their own way to pronounce words, but the thing is, I don't fucking understand it, so it's not very helpful to me. Alexandorus. Iskandar? Fucking hell. Arabic, you're fucking so awesome. Iskandar? That's so cool. Iskander? Iskander? Iskandar also in quite a few. Iskandar in quite a few actually. Iskandar in so many languages. I'm thinking maybe that actually is how you say it. Iskender? Oh, those aren't E's, are they? Iskanender? Sikandar? In Urdu? Languages are so cool. I wish I knew all of them instead of one. He was a sexy mass murderer. He was! And he died young. And it probably for the best. Because the things he conquered changed the world forever. And every empire has a legacy of badness. It doesn't matter how cool they seem. All empires are bad. The nickname, except for maybe the Mongol, no, that also had bad things. The nickname Hal comes from a shortening of Harold. Then Harry was short for Harold, and Henry too. So did you think it went Harry to Henry? Bit embarrassing. The streamer doesn't even have a grasp of ancient Greek or Egyptian. Might consider myself. It's too late. I have your money now. Well, I'll have your money in the 15th of August, I guess. Al Iskandariya in Egypt. Al Iskandariya. I don't know how to do a double YAA sounds. AH sounds. Alexandra in Georgian. Alexandros in Gothic. Arexu Sandarosu in Japan. Oh, that's Japanese. Arexu Andarosu. Arexu Andarosu. I don't know if that's good. Latin, Alexander. Yeah. We got that. Alessandro. That's really good. I like the Italian one. What's this? Luciandro? Lysander? Those are interesting. Whenever they're like completely different. Alexandro. There's a lot of Alexandro. Alessandro. Or is that Alessandro? That's Basque, so I don't know. Oh, English. Is this Spanish? Wait, Spanish English? Spanish into English is Alejandro? Alejandro. Alemannic German is Zandi. Alexander. Alexander. Alexandio. Hebrew. Hebrew almost seems like that's more where the pronunciation comes from, right? Alexander. Although I guess it is. Like, Alexander. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Willing to bet the names are essentially localized to make sense. Yeah, basically. Oh, there's Sandor. That's cool. Alistair. Whoa, English does all sorts of... Or is that Scottish Gaelic into English? Alistair. Now, you may wonder why there's 5 versions of this. In the 1300s in English, there was no standard spelling for anything. So... If you ever try and read the Canterbury Tales in the way that it's kind of written, it's real fun because it's like really thick. You can barely understand it because the spelling is so weird. Because it's just whatever the fuck they wanted to spell it with. Hi, Lunar we're looking at all of the different versions of how to say Alexander in different languages. Why? Because I love linguistics. I'm so bad at language, but it's so interesting to me. What does the dash on the E make it? Alexandros. It seems like Alexandros is probably closer to how you would have said that. I'm guessing. How did we get on this? I don't remember. Let's go back and play the game. Your username is not viable in some languages. It's barely viable in English. Yeah, night shoes or night shoes, as I've decided, because that's the first way I said it. I think Henry is dying of starvation. Is he okay? He seems to be wobbling. Eat some. Put away your torch. Eat some soup. Yeah, we do need to store some stuff, I think. Can we use this bludgeon for... Will the bludgeon knock things out more, or is it just a stick? Japanese streamer you enjoy says Natasuji? Natasuji? I mean, that's probably closer. I mean, you've created a puzzle. A linguistic puzzle for everybody. You went a comedy gig the other week, and there was a man in the front row called Dr. Sandor Bako. I loved the name Sando or Sandor or anything like that. It sounds so much. I already think Alexander is pretty cool because it's got an X in it. Or Xander, that's also a pretty cool name, right? It's more of a sh. Shandor. That's even better. I like that. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know about Hal and a whole rabbit hole was entered. Yes, I entered the hole. Okay, let's start putting away some of these. Oh, I want to try out this new scarf I stole to see if it's conspicuous or not. Right, conspicuous is 43. It goes to 44 with a scarf. So no scarf. Is it just because it's like a discernible feature? You're like, oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that. You're just like, could you describe this man for me? He had a scarf. Item is equipped. No, that's okay. What was this brown noble thing? Brown noble culture. Oh, conspicuousness goes down to 41. Even though it does seem like they're just like the textures are ripping through each other. Hungarian. I wish I knew more about Hungary. Hungary, that's the one that's like, isn't there's like a lip of mountains, and it's like inside that because it kind of was formed by Attila the Hun. Am I right in thinking that? Probably not. Because Austria's got loads of mountains, and that's in the other direction. Austro-Hungary. that's a really bad way to remember where countries are. What is coif? Does this affect anything? Species 41 doesn't change anything, but it makes me more noisy. Oh no, it's because of the other thing I was wearing. Okay, species 42. So we'll put those away. Sorry, we are inventory management here. I'm trying to find no, not that. I'm trying to find the best. Actually, let's not do that. Let's put his clothes on first. Just like waking up in the morning. Didn't Attila the Hun attack China? No, you're thinking of Chinggis Khan, who is also a steppe person. But Chinggis Khan is further north and east. Chinggis Khan's mother was kidnapped, and he said, I'm going to cast the spell of Protect Moms, and he made a big empire with an emphasis on religious tolerance and capitalist freedom. And also, because of his invasion of China, he found a very interesting idea there, which was paper money. So he had paper money be a standard of his big fucking empire. Lots of things about the Mongol Empire are very different to any other empire. Also ended the Islamic Golden Age. Oh, the Islamic Golden Age was great. I mean, empire notwithstanding, all of the science and medicine is what took Europe out of the Dark Ages. Because we started going, oh yeah, remember when we used to have sewers and medicine? Maybe we should go back to that and stop crying about the Roman Empire. Right. So we're wearing that. So does the coif help? 41, 42. The coif helps, but I feel like he was wearing something else that maybe was even better than that. He absolutely decimated them, and then went, God is fuming, let's have a... And they went, God is fuming, let's have a rethink. Oh yeah, no, he did very often... shit. Did he call himself the punishment from God? Or was that Attila the Hun that did that? No, I think that was Genghis Khan. The Islamic Golden Age ended and the European pretty good age began. I don't know, I would call it that, really. Everyone's like, oh, Europe, poor Europe, you got conquered by the Roman Empire, and they stopped paying for infrastructure and started paying for churches, and then went bankrupt and fell to pieces, and then you got really stinky and bad at everything, and you started thinking that not washing was like a holy thing, and the only thing you had left was the church, and the church was really bad. Let's see, now you're out of the Dark Ages, let's see how you're gonna do. And they're like, kill everyone! Take over everything! Wah! The Roman Empire is back! This time the world! And everyone went, ah, fuck, okay. Shit, maybe we should have helped. No, they did help, to be fair. It's not everyone else's fault that Europe is so bad. And so began the European Age of Prosperity. The European Age of Prosperity is pre-Roman, or maybe in the future when we finally start paying for all the horrible suffering that we've enacted and continue to enact upon the world. Maybe then. Sorry for shouting so loud. I just wanted it to be funny. Okay, so the boots are... Does the leather gherkin... He's already wearing the leather gherkin. Or the boots, they're like silent shoes. Obviously, those are going to be the best. Once you invade space communism. Maybe not just communism. Because we kind of seen that by itself it doesn't... It tends to sort of repeat some things. I'm not opposed to communism entirely. I just... This kind of made it... Taki, the way that you did that, your obnoxiously loud things aren't funny. You kind of made it seem... You kind of made it seem like you were really offended that I started talking about communism. You joke about Star Trek. Sorry, I just have this... I love you too. Taki's being very Taki. You all find that funny, right? You all enjoy that redeem, because like if anyone else hates it even slightly, I will get rid of it, because I have grown to hate it. But also the commitment to the bit is so great within me that I have to preserve it. I just want to play a funny game. You can't have any more channel points, right? If you keep abusing it, you should put it on cooldown like she did with the swordfish. I didn't do that because people are abusing the swordfish. I did that because I thought it would be very funny, which is the reason I do anything on this channel. That's why we have a bunch of wizards. The sound of the Henry Stinger, it has actually just rocked me so much. I don't even remember. I don't even remember what I was doing. Oh yeah, we're trying to make a stealthy Henry. I don't know why metal gloves. I mean, it makes noise, right? Noise has got to be part of conspicuousness, right? Is there another pair of gloves that we have in here, maybe? No, so we need to steal some more gloves. It's a bit low, you can barely hear it. That's a lie. Unless it's loud for me and not for everybody else. You have a mere 62,000 points remaining, leaving me with only 88 more redeems. You have that many points on this channel? When does a farmer dance when they drop the beat? Hello, off-brand offspring. Didn't you tell that joke last time you were here? Or was there just someone else that also told that joke? I'm being sorry. No, it's okay. I mean, if that's your joke, it's fine.
True hydration.
Hydrate and stretch. I think I need to lie down. Here's another one. Okay, I'm into it. I'll do a little stretch as well. You for one were trying to abuse the swordfish. Oh really? I didn't know that. You thought you could enter chat without getting slagged off Think again. I do have a reputation for negging everybody. What type of blood do you have? I thought I had type A, but it was a typo. Hey! That's a dangerous typo. You could die if you get the wrong blood in you. What's my blood type? I don't know my blood type. I think it's one of the boring ones. I've never slagged you off. Thank you. I will. I'll try. Nightsuge, how come your name is garbage? It's not garbage. I'm sorry I said that. Would a straw hat make me more or less conspicuous? I wish I... Hang on. It makes him 1 point more conspicuous. Okay, so that's going back in here then, I guess. Actually, can we move everything? I've got too much. Oh fuck, I forgot that makes him naked. Although not really naked, just kind of naked for medieval times, I guess. You have a great joke about a married couple, but it's too long. Hey! Wait, I don't get it. Hard to slag off someone so positive and upbeat. No, I mean, am I positive and upbeat? I've been angry on this stream before. That's a really sweet way to describe me, though. No, I genuinely, I do promote bringing down the streamer. I'm the streamer who's on the side of chatters. I think that streamers are so fucking self-important sometimes. Obviously, I know if you're a streamer and you're here and you're watching, I don't mean you. But generally, there is this fucking culture of like, because we're the performers, we're therefore, you know, like, yeah, nonsense. Right, Coif, I remember that. The brown thing, the brown hose. We didn't have any gloves. We need a dagger in case we want to assassinate people. We need all of our money in case we want to buy anything. The leather jerkin, I remember that one being good. And about old shit. Padded coif. Didn't the plate cutters make me less conspicuous? 37 out. It says 37 out of 39. Does that mean I have 39 and that will make me 37? All the streamers I know are far too self-negative, both watching and being friends with. Oh no. Well, that's sad. Maybe they need to change something in their life, because moving out of escaping my parents would be a better thing to say, and getting HRT turned me into someone who was so depressed and anxious I couldn't leave my bed, into someone who can do anything. So maybe they just need to take HRT or something, or you know, it's easy to say move out your parents, but like financially I just couldn't for ages, and now I barely can. It's part of why you bring positive vibes all the time. There is also this thing in some streams of like positive vibes only, which sounds like the most toxic thing imaginable. Because what if someone's like, everyone's like, hey, and then someone else is like, and then they're like, wait, why don't you be like, and they're like, oh, my dog died, and they're like, that's trauma dumping, a real thing that seemingly streamers invented that concept. I'm just like, have some fucking compassion to another human being, you know what I mean? Like the whole point of making a stream is you're providing stuff for other people. You're in service to them, right? You're potentially making their day better or something. And then if they've had a shit time and you're like, you're ruining the vibe of my channel, just give them fucking 5 seconds of your day, you know? Honestly, it's very silly, you know, all that stuff. She says she's on the side of chatters, but deigns to shame my hereditary curse of baldness to anyone who will bear witness to the sorry, I have to thank you so much for gifting a subscription to Night Siege, but I need to reread what you said because of how eloquently I think you wrote it. She says she's on the side of chatters, but deigns to shame my hereditary curse of boldness to anyone who will bear witness to her festival of cruelty. One time I made fun of it. Every other time I've been very, very pro bold. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll go to hell for that. But thank you also for the sub. I need to try and play this game. Because I feel like I'm wasting everyone who's like, I just want to see some Henry content, and we're right. Put in your clothes, Henry. Put in your old shirt. Put in your plate. Okay, the plate coaters didn't actually do anything. Counters. Okay, that makes you more conspicuous, which makes me sad because it's the closest thing to a dress that we'll ever get in this game. Then I have some silent shoes. I need a torch because I will need that. Let's get a bow actually. Can we start shooting the guards? Can we start shooting the guards from a distance and then running away so that they die? Is that something that we can do in this game? Because maybe that will solve the issue of the fucking guards stopping me from getting in the town. Excuse me. What's a bard potion do? Increases speech. Ooh. Let's keep all the potions. Feel like Achilles and can withstand wounds easily. What would you drink? What potion? What actual medicine could you take that would help? Boldness is hot on everyone. Yeah, I think so. Bold and a dress is an incredible look, as I found out. Get some big boots, a nice dress, and be completely bold. It's actually a really good look. You don't have to do the boots part. Yeah, take all the arrows, take that potion, take the bread. I have dog skin for some reason. Did I take the boots? I think I took the boots. What about old shit? Old shit makes me noisier? Old shit makes me why is this old shit so noisy? I don't understand it. Does a bow make me more conspicuous? No. Where's the shoes? Where's the silent shoes? I can't find them. They must be in here. Hang on. Ah, silent shoes. There we go. Put on your silent shoes, Henry. It's time to wake up and put on your silent shoes. Right. Put back the stuff that we don't need. Like the old shit and all that stuff. Is this our stealthy Henry? Conspicuousness of 40. Okay, that's the lowest it's been yet. We've got our dagger. I'm going to take a bludgeon as well, because maybe it does actually knock things out more. I would love that to be true. There we go. Okay. Henry's ready. sleep so we don't have to do all that again. Hi Reagan, good to see you. Just on the topic of chat rules, I think I've got a good balance of how chat should regulate it. The community has a lot of people who have issues in life, and they come to my chat to relax and escape it. And my chat rule is no excessive negativity, especially not directed towards anyone except me. I feel like there is this whole kind of construction with rules of like, when you make something so firm. Thank you for the link. That's great. You end up almost creating this thing of like, aha, I'm on this side of it, so I'm fine. Or aha, oh, well, you're not on this side. You know, where I'm just like, so many rules are just kind of like courtesy things of like, don't do this, which is like kind of to be expected anyway. And then everything else, I just kind of feel like, well, if it's an issue, I'll just, as the streamer, I'll just raise it up, I suppose. Now, I guess there's a little bit of a different dynamic if you're like a massive stream, but then also, I don't know, maybe not, I don't know. So really, the only rules I put are just, you know, stuff about like, people appropriating stuff is quite common, unfortunately. People posting Pepe's, obviously, that's quite common, unfortunately. And I think everything else is just like, be a good human being. So it's never anything like, aha, you crossed the line into being a rule breaker. But potentially even people who come to harass me, like, I might switch it around on them. So, you know, that's the way I think about it. The ability to instantly ban someone online is very useful at instantly stopping abuse, but is extremely bad for people's mental health. And, like, you know, obviously if someone's just like spamming hateful messages, then yeah, that's a ban. Like, clearly that's what that's supposed to be for. But I don't know, I am almost like, even people who are a little shitty deserve some patience, because that might be the thing they need to be less shitty, right? I'm doing great. I'm having a fantastic day. I'm in such a positive mood, because everything seems to be just going really well for me. Did we? Yeah, we saved. No extremely bad behavior except negging the vault. Oh yeah, that's extremely bad behavior. I mean, yeah, no, just like, I notice I see a lot of channels that will say no racism, homophobia, etc. And then I'll be like, oh, you didn't include transphobia, but then I'm also like, well, you didn't include ableism or like anti-Semitism or like any of the other things that are quite common on Twitch. You know, why did you not include it? If because you included homophobia but not transphobia, is it because you don't believe in trans, right? You know, like, obviously just don't like, don't punch down, don't you don't knock people out like this. The rule came about a month of a few people constantly killing your chat halfway through your 6 hour never recovering. Yeah, I remember you saying about that. I find I struggle to visualize exactly what you mean by that, but I'll take your word for it. I know you did tell me the full story, didn't you? Or is that are they ringing the bell? Is that the Henry alarm? Henry's back! He's knocking out the water carriers again! 6 hours is a long stream. I always go, for a while I did 1.5-hour streams, and then I was like, I can do more. And then 3 hours is, if I get to 3 hours, that's the stream. But usually I enjoy myself that much, I go for an extra hour anyway. Just give me that dose of positivity. Hey, Reagan Rat, you're cool. I like you. You're a nice person, and I'm sure that other people think so too. How was that? I gave you some. How was that for positivity? I think 4 hours is a long time. No idea how people regularly do 24-hour streams. People who regularly do 24-hour streams. I don't mean this in a mean way. I think that they might be a little bit unwell. I think that they might have an unhealthy relationship. I don't mean someone does a charity stream. I mean people who like back to back are doing that. I think that they have an unhealthy relationship with streaming. Thanks. Absolutely. Right. The first question is, I think it would be easier to...
Who's there?
No one. Okay, so obviously I couldn't sneak up on them there. This is... Why would they make it like this? Wait, maybe... Yes. Right, that guy can leave. Yes. No.
Hey, you.
No. Oh fuck! I kicked him several times. Ah, no, don't kill Henry. No, please. This went so badly. I'm not brawling. I'm being murdered. Oh. Why didn't that? I didn't get the option to knock him out. It just immediately went to combat. Like they were aware of me, even though they weren't aware of me. This is the issue I'm having with this town. Even if I turn myself in, it doesn't happen. That was part of it, and just to put it in numbers terms, you'd be going for 3 to 4 hours, have 8 to 12 people in chat being active. One of those people will come in, and the rest of the stream will be me and maybe one person. Given a stream to be social, it's not good for mental health and losing social. I think I will say, sometimes streams just get quiet. Sometimes streams do just end up like one person talking. Although I don't necessarily know like the full. What's that sound? Ow. Dude, have you tried not dying? It's so hard. Stream never gets quiet. Oh, that's what you mean. I don't mean one person, I mean one viewer. Oh, okay. I mean, it does happen. It's there was once a time where I mean that wasn't midstream. I get up to about 30 people sometimes, which is nice because that's how it was pre-ostracization, and then it went down to about 6 people, and I went, oh, and then I worked my way back up. If I get 30, I'm not so bothered about numbers. If we can stay around 30 people, it can stay around 30 people. Nice to have more people, because like more people are being entertained and potentially can talk and also potentially give me money. But I don't know. There does seem to be a point where some streams get big enough where like people lose what they were originally in the stream for. It's something that I've observed, and I think about that a lot because I'm like. I did joke once that I would sabotage my stream if it got too big, but like genuinely, I think actually if it got to a point where like, you know, you only need so many subs for this to sort of be viable as a source of money, right? I don't really know what I'm talking about. Right, knock this person out. Steal her groschen. I'm sure she's got like no groschen at all, because I'm pretty sure I've stolen from her before. 0.5. That was her allowance. 2. Will 2 bring a bow out? Aha! It says I've got low stats. Can we just kill the guards at the front? Is that what we can do? Right, we're gonna aim. How do you aim? How do you use a bow? Do you just click and? Oh, okay. It's an instant click, I guess. Where did my arrow go? Can I pick my arrow back up? I can't find it amongst all this, all these arrow-shaped objects.
Hey, who's that?
Right. What if I go?
What's that?
It's weird they've not got no reticle for the bow.
Move a finger.
Oh shit, never mind. Oh, that really is the Henry alarm, huh?
You stop right where you are.
What if I bludgeon? Hang on. What if I bludgeon them? I've got low stats for a bludgeon.
That was the last straw. Hey, you.
No.
Oh,
Don't shoot me point blank, please. Ow.
committed a violation.
I'm trying to hit him, but it's all of them are missing.
Come on.
Okay. I'm so stuck in this game. It was always right after these people would just massively talk bad about themselves and got angry at people who tried to tell them they had value and stuff like that. Chat would just empty up. Okay, well, yeah, no, those people are definitely chasing stuff away. That's weird. Amongst the long beige things, I can't mind my long beige thing. I don't know what that means. Is that a poetry quote? Is that like a... I nearly said James Joyce, but that's not who I meant. It's just the first immediate person that comes to mind, because it seemed like everyone on Twitch at the same time learned about him and his letters to his wife, about their interest in fart sex. It's the only way to say it, I guess. I don't know what the actual term is. It was a joke about you not being able to find the arrow, but with a typo. What typo? Oh, mind. Oh, okay, find. Right. Fart sex. James Joyce. Just some guy. I can't even remember if he's a poet or not. Yeah, take that potion. Wait, what does a lullaby potion do? Does that send people to sleep? Makes user fall asleep and... Can we put that on an arrow? Can we put that on an arrow? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's how we do this. we put the guards to sleep by shooting them with a sleep arrow. Hang on. Lullaby potion. Apply. Don't eat. Apply. Apply to long distance arrow. Accept. Now are they all sleepy or is it just one? No, it sounds like what's the guy who's there was a fork in the road and I chose the path less traveled or something, and everyone's like, wow, what a great piece of poetry. I mean, it's not shit, but it is just a line. That's not James Joyce. That's all I can think about is fucking Family Guy references him. Robert Frost? Is that Robert Frost? I thought it was a different guy. But it sounds like something you would write, like, amongst all the long beige things, I cannot find my long beige thing. You know? There's a poetic flow to that. Genuinely. I've written some poetry. Where would it be on my computer? You wanna hear some? Do I have it? I don't know if it's any good. So I'm gonna briefly have a little look. Do you wanna see maybe if I've got some? What's this one? It says learn Danish. Okay. I mean, I was trying to learn Danish. I should get back to that really. I don't know if I've actually got any poetry here. Oh, okay. Oh, no. That's no good. Maybe I don't have anything. Oh, weird. Sorry, I'm looking at the... I don't know where I put this. I don't know where I saved any of this. I have so many notepad files saved, but most of them are just like things I needed to keep track of because people were being mean to me. So it's like actually quite sad reading through some of this stuff. CV. Do I have a CV? No, I don't. That's not... It's called CV, but there's there's nothing in the CV. Okay, yeah, I guess I didn't write any poetry. I definitely have written poetic things before. Drag Queen did a parody once where it was two titties to Virginia Woods. I chose the one less trampled on. You do often see breast forms inserts on the ground somewhere, slightly trampled on. The heart can think of no devotion greater than being sure to ocean, holding the curve of one position, counting an endless repetition. That's nice. It rhymes a lot, which is usually considered like a negative. Hi, Mayor. It's your master file fucking Kumvarts. It's either German or a typo. Everyone's just blaming everything on typos here. Right. I want to see if the sleep arrow works first. So we're gonna shoot an arrow at this poor woman. Did that shoot an arrow? All I did is click. If I click and hold, it just seems... Hang on. I don't think I understand archery. Because I feel like I should be doing something else here. Because he's twanging, and I don't see any arrows. He's got an arrow there. If I right-click, it doesn't do anything. Although right-click is like block. Thank you for the follow. Kale's Quinn. You can aim, I'm sure. Maybe I need to look in the controls. Movement. Combat. Lock on opponents. Do I need to lock on an opponent? Need to vent for a second. Why do we need witnesses for a name change? Bold of anyone to think I know two people outside a family. Just fucking pick some random people. I don't know. I have heard in Ireland, you basically just, you say that your name is your name and they're like, okay. It's not shoot, like, look at this. Oh, there's no sound in the game for some reason, I've just noticed. Why is that? I somehow mute the game. Hang on. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. Now there is an arrow there. Ah! We would have hit that anyway. Okay, so I was shooting arrows at her, but it didn't seem like she was getting hit by them. So I'm really not confused what's going on. Put Henry as a witness. I mean, in theory, I don't recommend this, but in theory, you could just put fake people. Just, and it can be anyone. I chose my 2 housemates, and the funny thing about that is one of those housemates hates me. And the reason that they hate me is because I think their therapist said that our deal with rent shouldn't exist because they suddenly got really antsy about it and started trying to change it. And I said, well, I can't change it because then I won't be able to afford to live here and I'll be homeless. And they said, I don't care, fuck off. And then I had a meltdown. But prior to that, I was very nice to them. I would like bring them stuff up when they were sick because they lived on top. Is that the guards? Hang on. That sounds like that hit something. Did it hit him?
Hey, you! Halt!
Oh, that sounds like that hit you.
You there! Stop! Surrender!
Oh shit. I'm just testing. This is such a weird archery system. Why couldn't it... When they're like, this is a realistic game. I mean, archery does take a while to practice, so like, does that make it realistic? It seems to just be clicking, and then there's like a little mystery section where I don't know if I fired or not, and then it does happen. Although I am having more success shooting than I have been with any other form of combat, so maybe this is the way forward. Oh, I have been hit. It's making a little dirt sound, which makes me think that the arrows are in the dirt. So just make this glad you live alone. Well, the other housemate was one of the most incredible and kind people that I've ever met in my entire life. Who works in like trans charities and all sorts, and is also trans. And literally because of people's bullshit on Twitch, where they ostracized me and then were like, oh, that looks really bad, and so they donated a bunch of money to a trans charity, that went to pay this person, my friend, my former housemate, because they work there. So weird how the world works, but they did essentially get some of that money. It can just go either way, honestly. Like, you know, I say having only lived in really 4 places in my life, and 2 of those were with my blood family. One of those was my ex-girlfriend, and then the 4th one is here. I don't really know my new housemates, but they seem okay. Although there does seem to be like a dark... Actually, I shouldn't talk about that because one of them does come here. Yeah, why am I picking up arrows? I should be shooting you. Come on. That sounds like that hit. I can't even see the arrow is the thing. Is it super realistic to not be able to see an arrow? Ooh. I'm gonna die soon, but I just wanted to see what I could even do. This guy should be riddled with arrows, right? Oh, I can see the bow now. Are you dead yet? I feel like I've hit you with a lot more arrows than you've hit me. Oh, I might be out of arrows now. Okay. Take this. And this.
Hey, got!
Oh, that's me dead. Okay. Archery is pointless until you have a Wii tutorial. Oh, okay. They don't even verify the witness, so it seems pointless. But they might, I guess, at some point. Did your name change in a moderately fancy bar? And after I had my witnesses sign about 10 copies of the document that had cocktails. We just did one and then photocopied it on a university photocopier. Maybe you have to scroll wheel to draw the bow? Maybe. Although I did move the scroll wheel to change what it is. on some things for combat, but that just meant that it changed every single thing that was the same button, which is a bad system, personally. As much as I hate to pull this beloved game apart with like technical issues, but that was the thing it got like the most poorly reviewed on was how janky it was. But it's their first game, and for a first game, I think it's very impressive. Guy you're dating worked through the weekend and is now working through the evenings on top of being on work all day. You have this thing about not giving people advice unless they explicitly ask, but I feel like I need to intervene here. You can, if you very, very gently and with concern approach someone in a almost sort of, in a way that's almost like, oh, you know, it's just, you know, sort of like very, very almost passively approach that, you can usually raise stuff, conversations like that, I think. Check the arrow stat. I mean the bow stat. I mean it did say that I don't have the stats really to use it. Your level's just shite, you'll get a tutorial. It's a Jankarama, yes. It's my first run in hardcore. Yeah, because I'm a weird goblin. It produced some very funny, interesting stuff at the beginning because I ended up in this weird Groundhog Day where I had to come up with like the perfect version of choking everybody out until I could escape properly. He ended up saying, you didn't have a weekend and now you're doing this. Fuck's sake. Not my best work, but he's laughing off. Well, yeah, there you go. Yeah, choking people out and stealing everything, which was required because I used all my savior schnapps and I needed another one so I could drink it as soon as I got out of the village. But even that was a whole thing. The problem is because of the jank, I think. Even if I turn myself in for crimes, the guards will still attack me, even in the cell, and kill me. And it's really hard to run away from them. I did get the sprint. Like, if I'm inside the town, I can escape from the guards just through, like, essentially Dead by Daylight trickery is what I'm going to call it, even though it's not. But, right. This is our Henry. Our little rat Henry. You know, he has he has good armor, he has good equipment, but we're dressing him as the most inconspicuous that we can. Which weirdly, having a weapon on your back doesn't change your conspicuousness. Oh, does being dirty make me more conspicuous or not? It seems like yes, because I'm at 40 conspicuously, and I think I was at 41 before. Interesting. At this rate, Bohemia's gonna fall to the Kipchaks, or the Pechenings, or the Cumans, or whoever's invading them. So you're a stinky boy. Hey, this boy's so stinky. Wait, didn't this stinky boy commit a stinky crime? Okay, what I'm gonna try and do this time is I'm gonna try and run past them. It has become a bit of like, you know, like before you become a speedrunner, you just play the game in the same section of the game 800 times. That's essentially what's happening here. That's essentially what I've become. Oh, excuse me. Hang on, can you apply this sleep potion? Where is it? Did I not pick it up? Okay, fuck it. I'm not going back. I'll wait till I die and then I'll pick it up and I'll sleep in the bed or something. I mean, honestly, the way that they don't allow cross-dressing, that they apparently have purged everyone except for the white people. Let Bohemia fall, actually. Fucking let the Cumans come in. Implication that they're evil because they're foreign and not because they're soldiers. Let Bohemia fall. Let me climb up here. Oh yeah, no, I'm running past them, aren't I? Okay, so I need to get as close as I possibly can before they see me, right?
Who's there?
Nobody. I mean, you could definitely see me.
Who's there?
But no one's here.
You!
Ah, shit.
Right where you are.
Okay, we've run past those two, but it's not over yet.
Come on, you there. Stop.
That's right. Come up here, and then I'll jump over. Ah! 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 Okay, that didn't work. That's really hard to jump over. But they're from the east. That makes them automatically scary. It's not even the right time periods for them to be like in the 1400s. They were starting to be actually kind of like okay with the east. I get no, actually, never mind. Because I'm thinking about how basically the colonialism that happened going all the way around Africa was because everyone in Europe was like, the Ottoman Empire is scary. I don't want to have to deal with them. So, I'm going to go around and take over any ports I can. And then they also accidentally rediscovered the Americas, which were already discovered by Spanish fishermen. And also, prior to that, the Vikings. And also, prior to that, maybe some other people as well. And then prior to that, I guess, Polynesian people, I think, seems to be the most believable for the first people in the Americas. See you, Taki. Thanks for the stream. Enjoy the remainder of Wong Kar-wai's 65th birthday. Who is that? Are they a war criminal? Because that's usually who you say when you say something like that. Czech is one of the most secular societies nowadays. Yeah, my sister went there. Apparently, it's real cool. Because it still has the good Soviet buildings, and I don't remember anything else that she told me about being there. Prior to that, the people actually live there. Yeah. That's who I meant. The descendants of Polynesian people, probably. There is this whole thing with the Russian Alaskan ice stuff that they're like, people walked over this, and I think it was something like maybe some people did, but those weren't the first people there. That's another thing I learned in Lost Sue's channel. Sorry, I keep saying that the wrong way. Let me shout them out again. Give them a watch. Honestly, you'll learn things, or you'll get to see some cool Native American movies or whatever. Usually music. Music is the main thing. Lots of raps by indigenous rappers. Right. So take the potion. Take all the potions. Lullaby potion. Take the lullaby potion. Take a little nap to make it save. Why did I drool when I said nap? Do I really? Does the concept of... I am a bit tired, but like, does the concept of napping appeal to me so much that I'm just like, delicious beds. My bed sucks. Oh, speaking of beds, I do need to get a bed for my new place. I don't have one yet, and I can't take this one with me because it belongs to the landlord here. And we also really want to get our deposit back, even though we're fairly sure it's impossible. But we're gonna try anyway. Pavlovian response to sleep. I don't know. I don't know if it's just streaming or something, but like I do seem to like spit a little bit. And also pour water all over myself when I'm drinking, which I didn't do that time. Right. Okay. It'd be so much easier if I had a horse. So we could try and go in the other way, because that is where we're supposed to learn how to fight, I think. And there was also a thing about, like, when I went to go to the quest, they, like, weren't there. But that might have been a bug. Excuse me for yawning, sorry. See, we started talking about sleep. I still haven't had my lunch, I guess. But I did have a breakfast at lunchtime, which probably makes it lunch. My best friend put some spring rolls in the in their air fryer for me, and I had it with some sweet and spicy Korean sauce. It was really nice. But it wasn't a very substantial meal. And then I think I ate some chocolate when I got back, because I have loads from the stuff to fire up the machine gave me, all these snacks. But I've nearly got through all of them now. I should be doing that anyway. I should just be like, let's have a midstream snack. We've got some Chalky Rocks Bunnycomb for dairy dodging Chalky Chompers. I don't know. Dairy dodging sounds bad. I know it's just they just mean vegan, right? But whenever you go about dodging, I guess dodging the draft is good, right? Which is something that makes me think of. You're having Girlfriend Yorkshire puddings, gluten-free Yorkshire puddings, filled with vegetable chili. That sounds fantastic. People who are lactose intolerant, yeah. That's a good point. It's not just vegans who don't like dairy, I guess. Oh, they seem to love pouring it all over Waitrose. I'm like, Waitrose doesn't give a shit. Cheese on top, I hasten to add. Cheese. I have some cheese. I have a small amount of Turkish cheese I purchased. Why? Because that's just the cheese that was there. Wait. There's just one guard. Hang on. Oh no, there's two guards. The other one's just moved for some reason. No one's here. If I can knock out one... Ah, fuck off.
Surrender!
Never! Also, I'm gonna kill this guy. There's nothing you can do about it.
Is that the best you can
Wait, he laughed at that. I killed his friend in front of him and he just laughed. I guess Henry's a murderer now. Cause honestly, fuck the number of guards in this town specifically. Oh shit! Don't get your bows out. Don't do that. Oh wait, no, I can go this way, can't I? That's right, private area. Hi.
Have you lost something?
Oh fuck. There we go. It's like the funny thing in cartoons where they like run through. Ah! No! Stop punching me! Stop punching me! Stop punching me and let me escape. No! Oh god, I'm gonna get knocked out. Damn it. Yeah, I have some cheese. And I bought some pasta. Punched to death. Milk! Fresh milk here. Would you really... Was drinking milk a big thing in medieval times? Because pasteurization didn't exist. So, like, wouldn't it be bad? Okay, am I free to go? You can't be fucking kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I can't believe I got away with that. Right. Let's take some of your stuff. Like Oligroshin. Ratte secret door key. Ooh. This is apparently this is the new this is the new meta for Henry. It's just fucking stabbing people. He's still kind of injured though, it seems. From all the punching, even though he's been in he wasn't even in jail for that long. So what was he in? Okay, right, that's another guard. Perhaps she means her own milk. I don't think so. Part of me hopes so. Like, what an enlightened time. You can just get some fresh milk from someone. Right. Eat the bread. Will that make me healthier? Eat the dried meat. It says the dried meat's stolen. guess people know if you've stolen something from a dead guard. Right. No one knows I did that. Some people make more money from that than the yakkers. You seem to know a lot about this. I do need money. I do really need a source of money besides streaming. Or at least at the moment I do, currently. I guess next month I might be fine. Maggie Thatcher, the milk snatcher. Yep. You're almost always bullshitting about this sort of thing. No, but I think it's true. I think it would be worth more. Right, that's another one down. This is obviously the new strategy. I should have just...
Stop! Hey! You! Don't move a muscle!
No. Oh, I got away just by running. That was easy. Right. Is it worth saving? Because this is a dark timeline now, where Henry is just, like, killing people now. Shut up, dog. If we just kill every guard. I mean, they are just fucking police, basically.
I could die of shame to be reduced to begging. But what am I to do, good folk? Scallops lies in...
Oh shit, it didn't work.
What's the matter?
Protect me, church. Protect me, please. Please. Bloodshed in the church is wrong. You can't come in here, I'm doing good. Fuck, I'm unconscious. He's still all bruised from his initial punchings. Right. How long are they gonna put him in jail? Are they gonna put him in jail so long it's gonna fuck up the game and it's gonna be like, you failed all of these quests? I don't know. To be honest, honestly, any job of any kind it's just all networking and posting on social media. I'm serving 10 days of jail time for killing a guard. Or attempting to be fair, he didn't see me kill a guard. A different guard saw me kill a guard. But I guess he doesn't know I'm in jail? I'm not exactly sure how this world is working, you know. She's serving. They could make this bit go faster, couldn't they? Just like... Yeah, get there is 10 days, but do I have to wait 10 minutes? 6 days? 5 days? My ADHD is killing me. Holy shit, I hate waiting. I've never been more sure that I have ADHD than looking at this wheel. Ah! Yeah, the doctor I spoke to today was very nice. I was like, can we get a handle on this sleep thing? And they were like, what do you think caused it? And I was like, well, they said anxiety, but I'm the least anxious I've ever been in my life. And my sleep is still awful, if not worse. So I don't know if it's that. I think that ADHD might be part of it because I don't have... Thank you, the biggest wizard. How long did prison take in Skyrim? You never got caught. I feel like I got caught one time, maybe, and then I never did ever again. Because I would just run away. And it's a lot easier to do that in Skyrim. I wish I hadn't played Skyrim to the point where it's no longer fun anymore. And you might say, but Skyrim is so fun. I'm like, no, I agree. I just have done everything 1,000 times in that game.
You then.
Oh shit.
Surrender.
Okay.
You've committed a crime and I'm arresting you.
But I was just in jail. 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 What kind of justice system is this? I was just in jail. Funny game. still not made any progress. There's got to be some, like, I guess that guy did give me that quest to do that thing. That'll probably get me some XP. You'd want to murder Henry too? I mean, if he can, I mean, he's clean now. He's not killed anybody except for that one bandit. So all of those murders didn't happen. We're back into the. He's just a rat bag. I mean, I guess he feels guilt over the murder of that person. Yeah, let's figure out how to do this quest, because it says go over here and get his ring, and we're like over here. So if we go to the river, where there's like a little bridge, because we're currently here. So if we walk down the town in like that direction, kinda, till we see a little bridge, that's where we're going. Humongous Wizard. People seem to really like the Humongous Wizard. It seems to be people's favorite wizard, I would say. When I first started Big Wizard, it did make me laugh every time. I'm a small wizard. I might come up with other. The problem is there's a limited number of channel point redeems that you can have. I might change it. I might add like a whole bunch more wizards and just randomize it so you don't know what wizard you're getting, so that we can have more redeems if that ever becomes a thing that we need to do, because there is a maximum number you can have at once, unfortunately. I don't know why like, why not give me 100 redemptions? Like, Humongous Wizard. Oh, the tiny wizards. I didn't see those. Thank you, Skews. Hello. Is this the bridge? What the fuck's up with that log? Why is that log made of metal? Is this an oily log? I'm already lost. There should be a tiny bridge here, right? Is this not where the tiny bridge is? Okay. Am I over here? You know? The map, I'm used to maps being bigger, I guess. So like you move a little bit and it's like quite a long distance on the map, and that's the thing that's really confusing me. Right. Okay, let's get our bearings. So that's where we were. Oh no, we saw an interesting sight. So that's where we went to. So we went too far? What was the interesting sight? I never actually looked at it. What counts as an interesting sight? Hello, is this an interesting sight? What interesting sights are there to see here?
Clear off. I don't want to talk to you.
Okay.
Hey, who's there?
Me. How you doing?
Get out of here.
Oh, okay. Wait, I can bribe him to like me, but there's no chat option with it? That's weird.
Who are you?
Who are you? Oh, this is the tiny bridge. This is the tiny bridge. Okay, I've got my bearings now. So we want to go down the river basically for a little bit. Down the river. Henry's going. Well, it's actually upriver. Henry's going upriver. What song is that? It isn't one. Okay, and then that means I'm now at this building here. Okay, that's good. So if we go through these woods, wrong button. Sorry, I keep opening and closing the map. If we just go through these woods, we should be able to see a town, and then we head towards it. Or a hamlet. Isn't that when it's smaller than a village, but obviously it's not just a couple of houses. It's a hamlet. Although a hamlet probably could be a couple of houses, right? Or like 3 houses. Is that the minimum number for a hamlet? Oh fuck! What the? What happened there, Henry? Henry like bounced off the physics of the hill somehow. I forgot to bring bandages with me, so I guess we'll just bleed out. Oh my gosh. This is what I get for depositing everything in a box. Is this like the 3rd stream I've made no progress? I'm determined to figure my way out through it, right? Because the part of the reason of making a game so difficult is it forces you to think and discover new things and new tricks. But also, like, I don't know, I feel like this game is like, for something that's sort of supposed to be an open world game, it does feel like it's quite on rails in lots of ways. So like, you know, I can't just like find a Skyrim solution. It's like, no, you have to go and learn and then do these things. Is this the right place? So should I be going up this way? It's so much for historical realism, just bouncing off the physics. Yeah, like that. Like if you go too high up, it like pushes you backwards, and that's how Henry fell off that hill. Like he chose to leap away from it. Yeah, I'm gonna bleed out here. I mean, at least maybe I can. Henry can't even get up this hill. Oh, what's the point? Come on, Henry. You can jump, but you can't run. Just jump off a small hill, Henry. You're gonna die soon anyway. Yeah, that's it. Die on your own terms, Henry. Jump off this hill. Ah! He's gonna die soon anyway. I mean, like, I, in real life, have fallen down a hill like that before, and it didn't cause me to bleed to death. I know it's medieval times, but come on. Hills were tougher back then. Hills were really rough. We would physics bounce off them. There's got to be some like weird hacks for this game, right? As in like, again, like speedrunner sort of stuff. Like if Henry enters one building and then says he's quite hungry 3 times, then he'll teleport across the map really fast, but it will like increase his riding skill because it would technically count on a horse. You know, like that kind of stuff. Right. Remember to take the bandages with me this time. Wait, where are my bandages? What happened? What happened to my bandages? This used to be full of bandages. Where are the bandages? How did I lose the bandages? Oh well. Guess I'll just have to knock some people out and hope that they've got bandages. Yeah, no, I obviously can't do that quest without bandages. So, let's find some people in the town and take their bandages off them. I assume the people working in the bathhouse have bandages, if that's what this is. This isn't it. The dog already knows something's up. Oh, here we go. Didn't I steal from here before? Sheepskin. You got any bandages? Dog skin. Bandage! Oh, perfect. I'll take that.
Jesus Christ.
And that.
A thief!
I'll take that one as well. I'll take that. I'll take that one too. I'll take that bandage. This I don't want a dog skin. Never mind. I took the dog skin. No, shush. It's fine. Go to sleep. Let's go to sleep. That's it. Just like that. I will be seeing what's on your body though. Bread, food, groschen. Oh, quite a decent amount of groschen actually. Oh, gloves. I don't have those yet. Thanks very much. They have to run a pretty long way to get a guard, so I'm not really worried. No tears now, just dreams. Good night, my sweet prince. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. How you doing?
God, he's back again.
Because in Skyrim or other similar games, every single person instantly decides they want to start fighting you if they see what you steal. Whereas this, like, I guess they just run off. I don't think you can... I mean, I guess you could kill women, but I don't know if the women can fight, because I have a weird suspicion that the co-founder of the company that made this game... Is it Warhorse? Is that the name of the company? I don't actually remember. I have a weird feeling, like, he probably doesn't think that women can fight either. Which, like... There's a number of famous women who revealed themselves. They're like, I've been dressing as a man this whole time. Those are the people who were out. I think that there was a much considerably larger number of women in the ranks of soldiers, because there just would be, and I'm not just including trans people. I think there just would be loads of people, and I think that would be the kind of thing they would definitely turn a blind eye to, because they're like, well, this is more troops, isn't it? In fact, I maybe would even go so far as to say maybe it was an open thing. It just is one of these things that's sort of been like erased from history. I don't think, you know, I don't think there's as much of this maidenliness going on as is made out. Especially, again, not by this game. The more I get into it, the more I'm like, there's a lot of historical accuracy stuff, right? Like, I don't know, this little bridge here probably would make something like that. A house like that, yeah, probably would. You know, the way this forest is and the way the castle overlooks, yeah, it's probably true. But then when you get into some of the finer details, it's like, the charcoaling stuff seems real. It seems close to my understanding of how charcoaling works. Right. If we wear the gloves, does that make us more or less conspicuous? Oh, it makes us less conspicuous. Fantastic. Somehow. So, if you saw someone wearing a big pair of leather gloves... Although, I guess we don't live in medieval times, right? Excuse me, could I just pester you for 1 second? Oh shit, there's a person there. I hope they don't hear his muffled screams. Alright, down he goes. Takes groschen and his keys. Eventually we'll have keys to every single house in the game. That's not a door that can be opened. Nice hogs. Hello, dog. Stop barking at me. Let me just wash the mud off me. If you saw someone wearing armor, it'd be quite suspicious. I imagine there's a lot of like sort of social context that we don't necessarily have about these times, unless we read about them, I suppose. But there's a lot of presumption about the way that things behave, and because of sort of like fantasy medieval representation, soldiers are always knights and they're always good, right? But like, if you think about like when you see the fucking police, or heaven forbid you see a soldier, do you feel comfortable or do you feel incredibly uncomfortable? Because I think that's much more like realistic, right? Like, oh, we don't want any trouble. And also, something I will say in this game's favor for depicting something in a way that I would say is more accurate is how much people are like, oh, soldiers bad, even though they do not do that for like the good soldiers as much. But people do seem to be a bit like, oh, nasty people. Like, there is a sense of danger in this that feels kind of realistic, I would say. Ouch. I think you may be muted. Oh, you probably pressed M. It does mute me. I'm glad I wasn't muted. But thanks anyway. That's a great thing you can do for a streamer is tell them if the picture or the sound is off, because those are the only two things that I have of which to communicate to the rest of the world is sound and image. And I guess technically speaking, I can type, but that's a kind of image, right? Don't ever be afraid to tell a streamer that. And if a streamer gives you a hard time about that, tell me and I'll give them a hard time about it. Because no one wants to, like, just criticize every streamer on their stream live, and then if they have a problem with that, just tell them I told you to. That won't go bad at all. No, but genuinely, thank you very much. Hello, Brownie. Chivalry, as it evolved in France, is a system that was pure toxic for sure. Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like how people are like, oh, the samurai are so cool. And there's like quite a lot of writings about how they were considered a superior class and they would just go around beating people up and looting things because they could get away with it. You know, like, they sound pretty shitty, honestly. What's also interesting is I think because of this image of assumed nobility, in the same way that we did that for our knights as well, people didn't make the connection. And this is an interesting one because I've heard some historians talk about this, is that the Yakuza may actually be the survival of samurai. That it seems like possibly that the groups and practices survived into becoming the Yakuza. After samurai had to, you know, get abolished, I guess, or go underground, that may be the sort of surviving remnants of it. Yakuza now behave a lot more like what I would expect a historical samurai to behave like, right? Like extorting people for money and stuff like that. That seems like way more like what that would actually be like. But I don't know that much about Japanese history, and I certainly don't know that much about Yakuza. Other than the video games. Does something else in the program you're using? How did you think you ended up modding Barmies? What's modding Barmies? I'm doing karaoke. Yeah, that's the only thing I know. Or what's the problem? Is it karaoke? It's like I was watching these Singapore streamers who a big part of them streaming is campaigning against the death penalty in Singapore. Which, you know, that's great. And they're very sweet. I think, what are they called? Neo and Lele or something like that. I can't remember. But one of the really funny things that the guy said, because he's an actor, is that English people don't say karaoke properly. Karaoke properly. They go karaoke. I always have loved to hear like a criticism of English or British people from someone else, right? Especially when it's about a pronunciation. I find that so funny. I love that stuff. And I like it even more when I found out that like nationalists and stuff get super upset about that stuff. Because of course, you know, part of British nationalism is you know, only English. To a degree probably worse than other imperial languages, to the point where me in the deprived north of England could not learn any language other than English because the French lessons were so underfunded that my score, what the fuck's it called, my rank, what's that thing they give you in my grade got worse. My grade was better when I started France. My grade was better when I started French than when I had been doing French for 3 years. But then I can say, bonjour, je m'appelle Rosemary, j'ai fucking, I don't know what 30 is, ans? Or did I do that wrong? Quel âge as-tu? Je ne comprends pas français. I could probably say more Danish than that, actually. Hi. Jeg elsker dig. Jeg elsker min prinseska. Dua mean Princesca. Yayaskadai. Those are things I said to my girlfriend at the time. Things like, you are my princess. I love you. And that's basically it. I can't get out of this fucking hole. Henry Stuck. Yeah, that's it. Let me shout them out. Thank you for giving me the correct name there. Oh, don't ban. No, don't ban. Copy text. Fuck, why is that right next to that? Shout out. There we go. Hey, they're lovely. Basically all my grandparents died at about the same time when I was a teenager, which also like was a traumatic time for me anyway. So I wonder if there's any deep-seated issues with that. But so when I watched them, there is a little bit of like, oh, grandparents. My grandparents. I'm like, that is what they describe when they're talking about over familiarity with the street. No, it's not really like that. It's not like I'm like, oh, grandparents. To be fair, there's also I Just Love Puzzles, and she says to call her Gmar. I call her Gmar. She's fantastic. I would not mind having her as a grandma. She's lovely and full of energy, which I like as well. I like anyone that's like really energetic like that. Which I guess I'll also give them a shout out. If you want grandparent streamers, I Just Love Puzzles. Yeah, there you go. Also, I'm very big into. I don't think Twitch should just be, you know, 20 to 30s or whatever. I think a variety of ages is healthy. And I can't get out of this hole, and this keeps happening to me in this game, where Henry will just get stuck in a fucking hole. Come on, come on, come on. It's the tree that's doing, like, you can't push through the branches. Our game is so realistic. None of the trees bend. You can't just walk through a branch, silly. Come on, Henry. What do you think you're doing? Can I climb the tree? Can I pull? Can I push? Can I do anything? What will eventually happen, of course, is that Henry will just fucking spring out of it at full speed and then break his ankles and bleed to death. This isn't hardcore doing this. This is just the game. Oh shit! It kind of happened there for a second. This is just the way the game is designed. Open world! I don't think they ever actually claimed it was open world, to be fair. Twitch needs delves. I mean, that wasn't what I was talking about when I said that. There's some delves. Who is it that I heard that had kids recently? Didn't Ginger Majango have some kids? Or am I thinking of someone else? They can be a delf. Do I? Does that mean I want to fuck Ginger Majango? I don't know Ginger Majango that well. They did get me into Vampire Survivors. Point still stands. See, Spike understands. Do any of you know Suits here? Suits here? I don't think so. Although that's my response. Whenever anyone says, do you know something? My response is never to say no, because I'm not forgetful that I probably do. But the legal drama? Is that what that is? No, it's fine. Oh, sneaking seems to be helping. Wait. No, I can't get out of sneaking. Hang on. Please, Henry. Like, there's no... Come on. There's no way that this could be stolen. Why have they designed the game like this? I'm gonna have to find a mod that allows Henry to pass through trees. Because this is ridiculous. I'm just stuck. We overlapped some streamers. Wasn't sure if you're on our Suits. I don't think so. Maybe we've been in the same spaces. Yeah, there are lots of people who overlap. Which just happen anyway because there isn't actually... Twitch isn't actually that big of a website. And also, there's like different echelons of the way things work. The people who have all of the viewers and all of that stuff, they're huge. But almost none of those people will ever see any of these other parts of Twitch. They'll just see that stuff. And then potentially the people that was raid or whatever. Know you via Chris Shreddit. Very good person is Chris Shreddit. I like him as a person, and he seems quite down to earth, but I also like that he works in the industry, as in performance industry, obviously like TV and stuff like that. And it sounds like, you know, he's quite head screwed on about all that stuff. And I like that, because I've a few other people I've met in the industry on Twitch are full of bullshit, unfortunately. Help. I'm trying so hard to get Henry out. I think I've got Henry into a worse shape. Can we sneak through back the way we came? Oh, kind of. No. I just want to show people Kingdom Come Deliverance. I can't be this bad at the game. I can't be this bad. Is this because I badmouthed the co-founder for his racism? Because I didn't even mention that he was like a Gamergate supporter. I think he did some other stuff too. Never understood why people with 50k viewers get put on the front page. Surely they're the people who need the exposure the least, like it's giving rich people free meals. Because that's the way the capitalist world works. Twitch loses money advertising on those pages because they're so big. I think the idea behind it, their assumption is that... Oh good, Vitality's leveling up at least. I think their assumption is because those channels are popular, that means people who go to see those channels first will enjoy them more and therefore be more likely to stay and sub. But like, I really do think that there's some extremely quality channels with very low numbers. For example, I think an incredible streamer is, if I can just spell their name. Did I do that right? Where's the Funk? Where's the Funk? Nice guy. Lovely music. Great conversations. Do need to ask him about something, but that's unrelated. I don't know why he doesn't have like thousands of people. Honestly, he's been doing the same thing for ages. Like, you know, I talk about like, oh, you know, this is labor and I'm putting in a service for people and stuff like that. I feel like it's way more true of him, because he does like technical stuff, you know. Yeah, no, Twitch's own finances would benefit from them focusing on small streamers and stuff. But they won't do that because the people that run the company are capitalists. And capitalists, ironically, don't really understand profit that well. Or like anything except for like short-term growth or even the appearance of short-term growth. Are we even getting closer? Help. Are we gonna have to look this up? How do I get out? Because otherwise I'm stuck here forever. Henry is stuck. Kingdom Come Deliverance. If he could go to sleep, he could teleport somewhere else. Henry is stuck on a rock. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Help! Stuck between a hard place. Okay, here we go. It says it's got some nudity. I don't think so. Help! Stuck between a rock and a hard place. I need no clip. I was taking a shortcut around Rattay down the cliff to the mill house during the night, and somehow managed to get stuck between the cliff and some bushes. Now I can't see much because of the damnable bushes in my face. But I can see a road and the top of some buildings. I just can't get to them because of the bushes. Please, does anyone know how to get unstuck? I'm well and good stuck. Tried all sorts of flailing. If you're not on hardcore, I am. Try fast traveling to the nearest point. Drink to oblivion unless you take the perk. Save and load can sometimes help. Try the save and load, because I don't think I have any booze on me either. State of Decay 2 has a thing where you can tell the game if you're stuck and it moves you. Most MMOs do. Send stuff to your horse. Drop the heavy cheap things. There is loss. What? What are they talking about? There's a mod on Nexus that disables collision hitboxes on bushes. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna we're gonna save it. We're gonna save it with Saversnap, which seems like a bad idea, but it's fine because I have other saves. We're gonna close the game. I could have saved and quit. I guess I didn't have to do that. And we're gonna open Nexus, and we're gonna add a mod that stops the collision with everything that's happening in the game there. Because honestly, I have to mod that out. It's so aggressive. I've never played anything close to this level of open world game that has such aggressive. Oh, it's actually Vortex. It's not Nexus anymore. That's right. There's such aggressive bushes. I don't get it. You have to dash for thanks for the stream. Still daydreaming about the Red Dead Redemption 2 server. I do need people to help, at least with the research part of it, I guess. So, if you're interested in that, I can add you to the Discord thing, where basically all of my notes are in it, and also Valderakian, who hasn't said that much in the Discord, and I'm like, are you still on board with this? I think he's just busy. I think he has a job, because a lot of the talking that we did about it was when he was not as busy. Vortex, that's what I need to open. I wonder if this is a thing to do next. You know, actually, let's just leave Henry on that rock for now, because I think that's actually a good point. Downloading mods might take a long time. I'm gonna figure out some mods to make this easier, and they're not gonna be ones that make Henry super strong or anything like that. They're gonna be things like not having fucking bush collision. Are you fucking serious? We're gonna do that, because that seems like a really good solution from Jigane in 23rd of Jan 2019 at 1:27 p.m. And we're gonna find someone to raid is what I'm gonna do. Let's see who's on, because I would like to hopefully raid. Ooh, there's a good choice of people. Oh, but it's been a while since we've raided Chi-Chi, so we will be raiding Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi's pronouns are they and he. They have added a new pronoun, and I couldn't be happier for them. He's an incredible streamer, incredibly talented. They've done some wonderful things. They're very nice to me. It's a very good, nice, relaxing stream. Thank you everybody who's been here. Check out YouTube. I will be uploading this VOD to YouTube, even though we've still made no progress. We're gonna mod all our problems away, basically. The next stream will be tomorrow at 4 p.m. as well. Probably will be playing this again with a bunch of mods. It'll be great. Check out my Ko-fi. I always need money. Ko-fi's probably the best way to give me money. Join our Discord. I mentioned Discord a few times. It would be nice to have more people in and chatting and saying stuff. You know, I think that would be all cool. I do need to set up the roles thing, which I have needed to do since the entirety of having a Discord. Maybe I'll do that on Wednesday, unless someone wants to do something on Wednesday in real life. This is real life. I mean, in the meat space, in the meat world. I'm gonna go. I am kind of tired actually, so I think it was a good time. It was a good time to end. I really enjoyed the stream today. It's been a great day. My lipstick is all coming off. I'm gonna cook some pasta and cheese. I'm gonna be really stoked about it. Bye everybody. The raid is happening. Bye.